Who wants to go ahead and tell me what happened last session?
Election fraud.
Jack said the questionable stuff. Last session, we began a very interesting campaign, but not a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, a political one.
It's true. It's election time in Canada.
You can't copyright claim the. Yeah, I don't know your fucking national anthem. Fucking win a war and then we'll talk.
Oh, say, can you see?
Yeah, fucking listen. All right, I'll be obligated to learn your anthem at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
take over the world.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you know when that happens.
So
anyway,
after you guys had killed giants, you guys decided to kill another type of giant, and that's politics. After you were confronted by, I totally have.
Don't forget to vote, including your local elections. It's very important.
Don't vote.
By Olivessa, who is like the local wine cask maker. Her company makes gets those set up so that way Good Meat can send their meat out and whatnot. You get the idea. And she was in the running for the new speakership when you guys saved the day, and she was like, these guys will make great politicians, or at the very least I don't have to be here, and essentially pushed the job off onto Stranne, who did a great job, by the way. Well, I mean, she pushed it onto somebody. You're the one that took it. Yeah. To go up against your opponent, Shander, who is this red-bearded shield dwarf who didn't like you because you are taking his job. But that's just how things are. That's just how things are. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but that's what you guys keep riding out. We had ended off the session with a small cutscene where he walked off into the snow, never to be seen from again. And that was essentially last night. So,
meanwhile, I hear voices in my head.
What's new?
Yeah.
You mean in the game, or?
Oh, yeah, no, in the game too. Yeah.
Right. Strawn, you had touched some metal bits, and then all of a sudden you turned yourself into an antenna, which is not which is not my first go-go gadget, but I mean, probably RF would be more appropriate. And you keep receiving a very static message, which is still kind of broken up. You're not quite hearing it properly, but it is consistent and never ending, not even while you sleep. Which is cray. Alright, so you guys are currently in Good Mead. There's some stuff going on here, which I'm going to put an end to like this.
Listen, all right, I just want everyone to know, local elections repeatedly, there are a lot of candidates that continue to stay in power even though they aren't popular, just because people don't vote because they don't know these elections are happening. Pay attention to your local elections. That's all I ask.
Play the fucking game.
So that's what's been happening the whole time.
Yeah.
Russia just doesn't know they need to vote.
Yeah, we're unaware of that yet.
Again, listen, I only really can speak to American politics.
The only one worth following.
I mean, I could say things about the candidates in Russian politics and their mysterious disappearances and poisonings, but I do enjoy being allowed to remain breathing and the lack of neurotoxins in my blood, so I won't say anything about that and continue playing this game.
Welcome that into my body, please.
All right.
Please poison me, Putin.
Wheeze, daddy.
Jeez Louise.
Louise, Mr. Washer. Get that neurotoxin Putin right into my body. Anyway, so I think last we checked off, we saw the camera sort of zoom out, and we not we as characters, but we as players noticed that Shander was leaving town.
Right.
What time was it last we as characters?
Nighttime we were falling, and then cutscene happened.
Right, but like what time of day was it?
Well, it's
Night.
about midday, but it was about midday when we left off. But because he left, it would have been a couple hours later when full darkness existed. And it would probably be around, because most people try to operate around the time the aurora exists. Just one of the better times to start the day. So it is about, we'll say 1 a.m, pretty much, when the aurora has already been painted and people are waking up, you all included. And I want to reiterate a thing, because I missed out on last session, but I'll let it slide because that is my fault. However, this is your guys' fault, so I am still going to have the punishment. Stranne and Auralia, you, while trying to sleep, and this isn't quite the right music for this, while you're trying to sleep, you keep tossing and turning throughout the night, and you will both have this horrible nightmare. I mean, it's nightmare for Auralia for sure, but I don't know about Stranne. Maybe they're into it. But you have this very strange dream where you're on this battlefield from a time long past, and there are tribesmen stabbing each other with spears. Blood is spilling into rivers. The sky is red with the reflection of blood. And all the while, there is this woman who stands at a chieftain level, you would believe, who is casting terrible magics across the battlefield and slaying her enemies with powerful magic. In the middle of pretty much disintegrating one of these guys, she turns to you and sees you two and starts casting a spell in your direction.
Do we see each other?
No.
Okay.
When
We share the same
she
dream?
when she finished, yeah, you're basically sharing the same.
It's kind of romantic.
She starts getting this purplish energy, of which Stranne would recognize to be a vile curse, and starts shooting it into your direction, and you feel your atoms disintegrate as you finally shoot awake in the morning, having not had proper rest at all.
I mean, it's a good thing I only use cantrips.
Well, I mean, you got a long rest before this. At least
Yeah,
you
you got a long rest.
I mean, I was
before
at full health, yeah, but I'm just happy I didn't use any of my actual spells because I would have gotten that back. Which, when I wake up, I am going to mage armor.
Okay.
After that happening, I'm absolutely going to mage armor.
Seems like at 4th level, someone might take Elder Shadow.
Collapse.
All right.
He's gonna wake up and he's gonna try to brush it off for the most part. Just be like, oh, I don't know, that was weird, I guess. Like how he's like, I mean, nothing bad's happening right now, so clearly that was just like me being freaked out about something or whatever.
Yeah,
But he doesn't see it as like an actual prophecy.
I forget, are we in the same room or in different rooms?
You're pretty much in the same room.
Have
Okay.
same bed.
Have you guys tried to
No.
attune to those items that you grabbed yet?
No, I don't even know what they are. I just stole it because I could.
I'm gonna
I
stare
should
at
probably
Aurelia
try
and
to
be like,
fucking.
sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna stare at Aurelia and cut to.
I was just
I'd be
saying,
like,
you guys, if you guys are gonna suffer the ill effects, you guys should probably be.
There's been no ill effects
benefiting.
yet. Just the blank stare I received after saying that.
Speaking
I
of
mean-
blank stare, Strawn's gonna blank stare at you.
He's gonna be in like a cold sweat, just mage armored out of nowhere now, just like, good morning.
You too?
Something I ate probably.
Something's wrong with that meat. Am I right? Right?
I mean, it
Maybe
was
it fermented
hung
a little
up in
too
a
long.
giant's burrow for God knows how long. I think it was still sanitary by the time we rescued it.
Indigo is also awake now from their discussion. It's just like, but we all ate the same thing.
I mean, I didn't drink.
And
Look, I'm not gonna talk about this. I don't think you understand. Aurelia is choosing to deny that happened or means anything.
interesting. So remember when I said, "Hey, this is very bad juju," and then I said, "But I'm not your father," and then I walked away.
Yeah, is everyone ready to go? Like,
Yes.
he's just getting up and he's like putting his stuff together. Like, yeah, everyone's ready, right? We can just dip.
I sleep in my suit.
It's very baggy without the armor.
It is kind of, yeah. I take the armor out from underneath, and then it's like these.
Yeah,
like
your
like,
arms
yeah,
just
like a girl taking off her bra, but somehow it's John with the entire suit of fucking armor. But it takes fucking 20 minutes to take off, so it's just John making direct fucking eye contact for the whole time.
And then just as he's about to finish, he's like, "Don't stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on."
Fucking Indigo will get armored and fucking
What a great group.
yeah. I will implore you guys to actually fucking attune to the items you took because
I didn't think about the option of it attuning. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen.
attune to it, figure out what it is, because again,
we have a day ahead of us.
Yeah.
I can't be busy right now.
yes, you can.
20 minutes or 40 minutes.
I know what items you have. I forget which one took which.
I have a pearl.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a wand.
All right.
I remember making the joke about the singular anal bead.
yeah.
Well,
you
as
guys
part
take
of-
your.
As part of waking
guys-
up with a long rest, if you guys want to take a look at that, you can go ahead and try to attune to it. Usually, my
ahead.
rules for attunement are a little bit different from the books. It doesn't take a long rest, or sorry, it doesn't take a short rest to attune to something. Just a couple of minutes. So you can't really do it in combat, but you can do it out like while exploring and whatnot.
I mean,
That's
depends
fine.
on the length of combat.
Yeah, well,
Go ahead.
Alright.
You guys do your attunement shit. While
I'm gonna do it in like the bathroom though, so I don't admit that I have it.
Yeah, it's just Strawn and Aurelia both go into the bathroom, and Indigo just looks at John and goes, "They know that we know they took it, right?
it's an
Okay,
outhouse
man
though.
with pride.
They know that
Man's
we
gonna
know
have
they aren't
rules.
fucking slick, right?"
I was
Opening
gonna
the
go
door
to the bathroom and just mess around with the wand and see if it did anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, opening the door to the
We're not
bathroom,
fucking-
everything's just floating and
we're like, I'm like a professional like bounty hunter and criminal investigator. You're an insurance fraud adjuster. Like we're smart people.
Hold on, am I smart? Actually, you would find that I'm actually quite stupid.
I mean, you don't have a negative intelligence
No, it's
modifier.
true.
Aurelia?
You'll
I'm
find
quite
that that's
average.
yeah, you'll find that that's like effective around
does have
here.
a +1 intelligence.
Hey, then I don't
Choosing
know.
to go against that,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know why you're like, this'll work. And we're just like staring at the fucking bathroom door, like, we know.
I've seen people do coke in bathrooms. I can get away with it.
But it's an outhouse. Keep in mind, like there's no plumbing. It's an outhouse that you're going in. So
the two
it's-
of you fucking like,
don't let it-
we're just like staring out the window with like coffee mugs, just like these. These have to be the most ineffective criminals I've ever
As
seen.
Aurelia and Strawn fight over trying to get into the outhouse.
Yeah.
No,
right.
I'll let you.
Yeah, you go
Please, after you.
By all means, attune to yours first.
no,
Aurelia will
please.
try, sure.
All right.
The
all right.
attunement kills
So
Aurelia.
Aurelia has the pearl, right? All right. So
Yes.
you start looking at it, and if I remember correctly, you said you did cast mage armor, so you do have a missing spell slot.
Yes.
You start screwing around with this pearl, and eventually you manage to attune to it after you realize that there's a slight glimmer of glow from it, almost like the sun sparked off of it, but you're in an outhouse. There is no sun in here.
It's me.
Yeah. When that happens...
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day, or are you busy doing that yourself?
I don't know what that is, but I will laugh.
It's Shakespeare, and I understand why you're not passing English.
I did pass English! I am passing English! I'm passing both of my English classes! I can't stand it here! What's my anal bee do? God!
You realize that a glow of power starts emanating from it as these wisps of magical energy, almost soul-like, start feeding themselves into your hands, start going up your arm and into your chest, and you regain that spell slot that you were missing.
Oh.
What you have here is a Pearl of Power. It is a magical item that you can use once a day, that you can regain after speaking its command word, which in this case is just kind of like more so speaking into your mind. You regain an expended spell slot. If the expended slot was of 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Once you use this pearl, you can't be used again until the next dawn.
So I can recover at max a 3rd level spell slot?
Yeah.
I believe that's the wording, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got your spell slot
I mean,
back.
I only have 2nd level, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good magic item up until forever, considering it's a free 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, it's 3rd level spells are usually used even in high levels of play, because, you know, fireball.
I wonder if I can get like a locket and attach it to my necklace, because currently my necklace is also my arcane focus. So it might be good just to have it in the same handful.
Maybe.
He will exit the outhouse, kind of very like curious about the outside world for a second, before being like,
What year is it?
Yeah, it's all yours, bud.
At this point, I'm not even gonna enter it in. I'm just gonna start waving the wand around.
Expelliarmus. No. You hold the wand in your hands, and while you're kind of flipping it around and trying to like cast a spell from it, what you have Eldritch Blast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have Eldritch Blast. You're like kind of looking more towards the woody area, or like out more towards the lake where nobody is right now, and you start flipping the wand around, and eventually you do attune to it. As you feel your own magical energies become one with the wand, you cast out an Eldritch Bolt that you realize is much more accurate, and also you have a lot more maneuverable control over it. What you have in your hands is a Wand of the War Mage +1. Essentially, you get to add that bonus to any spell attack roll. In addition, you also ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
That's really good too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys are going to suffer the ill effects of the curse, at least get the good shit.
I've yet to suffer an ill effect.
I'm going to suffer the ill effects of the back of my hand if you keep this up.
The ill effects are horrible, by the way. You haven't quite experienced how horrible, but they are fucking bad.
I get a
Anyway.
bonus spell slot. I'm seeing no downsides.
All right. You know.
Well, never being able to take a long rest is a bit of a downside. For sure.
Oh, you guessed what it was. Congratulations. Yeah, you weren't supposed to get the effects of a long rest last time. So Aurelia would have been like missing half their HP. right now.
But I would have
Anyway.
recovered a spell slot and would have been able to heal myself. Big brain, big
You
brain.
can only get like one spell
That's
slot
true.
back.
I do have a
true.
second level stuff though.
I'm going to rule it that you don't gain exhaustion through this. Like, you still get enough sleep that you stave off exhaustion, but
So you don't.
you won't
fucking
regain
die.
health. You won't regain health, and you won't regain any long rest abilities. For Stranne, that's not that big of a deal, as long as they don't take a lot of damage.
I'm putting the anal bead back, man.
Well, we'll have to do.
where?
We'll have to do the hike all the way back.
And I'm gonna have to bring up that I took it.
Yeah. I mean, we know you fucking took it.
Hey, I can take that off of your hands if you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, does Stranne taking it actually remove the curse from you, or is it you taking it that did it?
Good question.
oh well.
Because if so, then we can just start pawning it off to other people and
Yeah.
yeah,
extra spell.
and just start like
Ruining
cycling
people's
through.
lives.
Yeah, just start cycling through people.
How do you attune stuff on this?
On D&D Beyond, there's a little
No,
at
no,
the
no.
end of your
No. I know how to do it on D&D Beyond. I meant without going through and updating, like re-downloading my character sheet.
You can click
How?
is attuned in the specific item.
Yeah, you.
Whoop, no.
You.
Edit.
Yeah, you go to edit, you go to details, you see where it says attunement. It says attunement required. You just select it. You just move it down to.
There we go.
attunement.
That was
Alternatively,
annoying.
if we can just get John to level 5, we can get remove curse.
And then I don't take remove curse.
That's a
You're a cleric.
long time.
Yeah, you're a cleric. You can just pick it up at any time.
That's
There
true.
we
That is
go.
true.
I don't know if it's providing.
We can
Sorry,
put
I
it
only
away.
cast counterspell.
We can put it away and we can come get it back. Do clerics get counterspell?
I
No.
have no idea.
I don't
think they do.
believe. By the way, I don't believe that the one is actually actively providing the bonus to your rolls right now. So you're gonna have to remember it. I can alternatively look at that later and figure it out. But for now, just remember that you have a +1 to your spell attack rolls.
So
Specifically.
What if I just try and... Whoops, that was fairy fire.
incredible work. There you go.
Yeah,
That seems to have added a +5.
well, one, it doesn't do anything to your damage. It just adds your attack roll. And no, it did not add it to your attack roll. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I
Alright.
have to remember that. So Indigo is going to head out and look for any sort of understanding of what we're supposed to be doing today, because Indigo doesn't know if we have more campaign shit to do or if we're free to go.
I mean, we have to wait till we're elected. We can't just dip before.
Well, that's the thing, is Indigo doesn't know if like the
Vote for
election.
me, leaves.
Yeah, Indigo doesn't know if the election is soon or if we have sort of like
I assume so.
a month or two, and like fucking, Indigo doesn't know, so that's why he's going around to ask. He
Alright.
didn't really like check in.
There, as far as you're aware, there's not really much for you to do other than stick
Yeah.
around. Hell, if you just want to leave Stranne here, you go on your own adventure. That's also something you're not running. You don't have, it doesn't matter for you.
Well,
Uh,
if there's
True.
anything Indigo can do to campaign, hand out flyers, talk to people.
I want you to look at your charisma score.
No, I'm aware my charisma score is dog shit, but if like there's something physical I can do, if I can like
If we need you to hang a banner, sure. But
yeah, if I can like help out by like running errands or like killing something, doing something helpful.
we're actually gonna need you to defrost the lake. If you could get to that, please.
I can defrost a lake if necessary. I can summon my dragon with acid and start fucking melting my way through if that's helpful.
Melting.
Use fire instead.
You see,
If you just
Wouldn't
add
that be
acid, you're
great?
just increasing the acidic level of the lake at
Listen,
that point.
Yeah, you're gonna
Wouldn't
kill
it be
the fish
great
under
if
the
you could-
ice.
wouldn't it be great if fire was one of the options that you could summon your companion with?
Is it not?
Actually, it would.
Wouldn't it be great if you? Oh, fire is one. Hey,
Yeah,
fire is
yeah.
one. I thought it was only acid, cold, lightning, or poison. No, yeah, I can summon fire.
You can send your Drake around to like help warm people up and stuff. Little heat dog. A hot dog, if you will.
Thinks about Stigarius and how the last time we made a deal, it was fucking hate and power and destruction.
Yeah, just do that again.
I could try.
I mean, if you wanna try to increase your campaign strength, by all means.
If we tie a banner to him, it can be a little advertisement as he runs around and helps people.
Yeah, listen, if the banner does not burst into flames, that is good call.
I don't know if it would. I don't know the properties of a fire dog.
I want you to look me in the eyes. I do not know properties of fire dog.
Well,
I got fire dog yesterday, and it was ice dog.
I'm thinking we set up a grill.
I already
and
like
we just start campaigning with like hot food. You know what I mean?
this.
Like just start being like, hey, it's a cold day out.
This is good plan.
It's a cold day
this
out every
corn on the
day.
cob. But especially today.
Indigo
There's
is going to
no
go
corn.
Indigo is going to go hunting in the forest then, and is going to come back and make a
Wild
Stigarius
corn.
grill.
All right, give me a survival check.
All right, here we go.
Stigrillius.
Guide me.
You're in the forest, dude.
Go guide me before I go out there, Donga.
It lasts for a minute.
Listen, all right? It can
He's
start
fast.
me.
It works quick.
It's a start.
All right. We'll just roll survival.
All right.
Boom!
Sick.
13. I mean,
We can just rob that trapper's traps.
Outlander background.
We have an
that
Outlander
is true.
background?
Yeah, never mind.
Oh,
yeah.
then why'd you even roll?
Oh, fucking...
Because he made me roll with my Outlander background last time.
Oh, well, that's true because like reindeer and stuff like that is getting more and more scarce.
Yeah, it's a small game.
No.
Yeah.
So you're able to catch some rabbits after a few hours. You know, you come back a little bit later.
We should ask the while he's hunting, I'm gonna ask the what was it called? The mead hall? Yeah, mead
The
hall.
mead hall.
I'm gonna ask either for cooking utensils or for help cooking. Because I can try to cook. I just don't have any cooking utensils or anything.
The guy at the front.
I do have a mess kit.
The
I
guy
don't
at
think
the
that's
front.
the same. That's like
Yeah, it's not entirely. The guy at the
A
front's
cup
like,
and simple cutlery.
I
Oh, that'll
suppose
help. God.
I could lend you some cooking ware as well as my work employee Gerald. Hello.
oh,
Fuck.
Gerald.
Fuck, Gerald.
God, we hate Gerald.
Starts reading out the pamphlet.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Hey,
Good
Gerald.
Mead, the place
Gerald,
where mead is
please
made.
stop. You're not in good meat
Welcome
today. I'm
to
taking
Good
the
Mead,
pamphlet.
home of the good mead. Can I take your order?
I'm gonna hand him some like flyer with talking points on it, and just be
Okay.
like, when anyone asks for
Yes.
information, just tell them this.
Points about Strawn. Just
Yeah,
all
it's
the
just a-
all the good points about their platform.
It's just a
Strawn
stick figure
is-
drawing.
Strawn is really great, and you should vote for them.
They killed
They-
a giant. The other guy didn't kill a giant. Moving on.
Yeah, they took care of the murderer of 10 towns. The other guy has done nothing to take care of murderers in 10 towns.
All he does is play with his wood.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we set up about here.
No taxation without
Yeah.
representation.
In front of the Shrine of the Flaming Sword and the Mead Hall, that feels like a good place
Yeah, it's
to
just
set
this-
up a...
Just this little area.
Yeah. Alright, and then Indigo will summon Great Companion Stigarius. I will
Oh
do
my
it
God.
sort of behind the Shrine of the Flaming Sword, off to the side, because no one wants to see the fucking chestburster alien scene that is summoning Stigarius, especially when Stigarius...
alien scene.
What is it?
Vote for me.
Yeah, especially when Stigarius is on fucking fire. He's just
Yeah,
like,
nobody wants to get ghost blood on yourself.
Yeah.
That's what keeps
One-
happening. Your soul keeps
Yeah.
bleeding, and it's not great.
yeah, he's like 1 second, and he walks around thinking it's just like, he's
There's like
"Oh,
yeah, there's horrible screaming on the other side, and he just comes back around.
All
Oh,
right.
that's great.
Yeah. It's set this rack on his back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start like playing with fire.
Yeah.
Making it do colors and images and stuff.
And you guys get the cook-off going, and you get like a fairly large crowd going, especially after a couple of hours. There's definitely the message of Gerald over there saying vote for Strawn, and starts handing out pamphlets, and it says a straw a day keeps the doctors away.
I only gave him one pamphlet. What
Yeah,
is he
you're
giving
not
me?
sure what the hell's going on there. You have no idea.
Gerald
what's
is
going
an enigma. I want you to know something. I talked to the guy that was running the meat hall. Apparently, he never gave Gerald the original pamphlet.
on.
He has no idea where he got that.
No, he
glad
said
he's
that
passionate,
Gerald
I
was
guess.
here when he started working here, and now he runs the place and isn't sure what's going on.
Gerald, I think, might be older than the bar.
Yeah, there is
think he's-
rumors that Gerald was here and was like the meat hall was built around Gerald.
Do you think he's related to John?
What?
No, not that John. The other,
Oh.
John is old as time.
the baby suplexer.
Anyway,
Oh, that's
The
the one. Yeah.
original John.
a couple
The
hours
big
go by.
JON.
A few hours go by and the cook-off is fairly successful. Most people are trying to stay away from John. I don't know what real-life Gerald is doing right now.
Is he putting out a fire? What is that?
I don't know. Gerald is extinguishing his microphone.
Sorry.
He's perfuming his microphone.
And of course, Strawn is doing the handshake session, is kissing babies on the forehead. You get the idea. What is that? What are you doing?
There's just so much dust.
It's the Necronomicon.
What?
What?
It's the Necronomicon. The cat.
Did you make a
the
pack?
cat book. It's got him.
I don't even...
All right, it's fine now. I can sit back down.
Is it?
Are you sure? Is it gonna wake back up again?
Sorry.
Send it.
It
Get
had a
to send it
moment.
into cryostasis?
I don't know what happened.
Was it on fire?
No. What? No. Books don't just randomly combust.
They're not flammable.
The Necronomicon does.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, back to more sane concepts. Strawn for
I'm just-
president.
I'm just doing like backflips and then like having fire curl around me and like making it change colors and stuff.
And it's like ever so
Doing like
often
a-
that the wood brazier you kind of got going on keeps getting ignited by Stigarius, who is not happy about being turned into a coal grill.
Yeah.
Well, it's not coal.
Indigo is just speaking in Draconic to them just multiple times and is like, listen, I don't fully understand why you're here or what happened before in the summoning. I don't fully understand much of what's happening or going on. That's actually the end of my thought. If you could elaborate or vocalize to me, that would be wonderful. Insightful.
He says like,
Yeah.
as he like sprays more fire onto the coals or the wood.
Yep. Indigo stands up, like just brushes off himself and is like, well, that was about all I was getting out of that.
Oh god, that's great. After some time, the whole procession has gone very well, and it's around that time they're just kind of like looking more up towards the side of the street. You do notice who's currently wrapped around in like heavier furs as if they just got off from a travel is in fact Chander,
Whoa.
who sees what's going on here, walks up to get a better look, refuses to talk to anyone.
Make
starts
sure to
walking
vote, bitch.
Yeah. Vote for Strawn.
There's
Get
just
a
like
hot dog, you weenie.
just angry dwarf grumbling as he walks away. And just stomps on.
Rock and stone.
I can't play with fire, man.
Yeah, Indigo like thinks for a minute and like scratches his mutton chop and goes, when does Shander leave town?
Nah, it's probably just cold for him.
No, no.
That's unlikely.
That's far more furs than he wore when he was just walking about.
I don't know. Maybe his furnace broke or something. I'm not.
He
He
Yes,
Why would I
definitely,
care?
he definitely
The-
had like a travel backpack and everything on.
Yeah,
as well.
the man who runs the logging company, you would think his furnace broke and that he didn't have enough firewood.
To be fair,
I mean,
I'm
I
10
often
towns.
bring
suggesting
a
that I
suitcase
don't
when I
care
go
what
to
happened
the
to him.
bar.
In order to conserve wood, 10 towns has been using whale oil for the majority of fires.
That would be extremely effective.
Yeah.
That would be incredibly effective.
It would also smell either amazing or absolutely
Yeah.
terrible, depending
But
on how
you
long
know,
you spend
like
there.
every
I've
place you guys have stayed at, instead of like using the fireplace that is very obviously in existence, they have set up like these stove ovens in the middle of rooms and have been lighting whale oil. on
Correct.
them. Yeah.
However, if your furnace broke, instead of freezing to death, if you ran a logging company,
I'm just saying. I'm just
you would
pointing out.
have
I'm just,
firewood.
I'm just pointing out a bit of
I've
history.
only ever-
It's appreciated.
I've only
Is it your
ever
business
seen major
what's wrong-
bodies of water frozen over. I don't know where they're getting whales from.
It is
They
100%
have
my
to
business.
go out. They have to drag
it is-
boats out to where there is water.
It is
That's
also
annoying.
100% my business what my political enemy is doing with his time.
I don't think it is. Anyway, yeah. So the
Yeah.
procession goes.
Business, go ask him then. God.
Procession
Okay,
goes-
fine. Hey, Brig Shander. Or Chandler, or whatever
It
his
was,
name is.
it was Shander something.
Right, Adam Shander.
Shander Pocket.
Shander, more like slander. You hear what he said about us?
Shander.
Yes, I was there. What?
Indigo stares off into the fucking void.
What are you doing
He
with the
tries to remember
suitcase?
his last fucking.
Are you trying to run away from the election?
Yeah, Indigo uses thaumaturgy to make his voice 3 times fucking louder, and just
Shander
shouts out,
Frost.
"Shander, where have you been? Why
Nowhere.
did you leave town?"
Logging. He very clearly doesn't have an axe.
I think he
Wait,
said vlogging.
there's only one other place to
You
log.
have a
Did
YouTube channel?
Did you go all the way to Tremolane?
In one night. Wow.
You went to Lonelywood in one day and
No,
came
I
back
was- I
without
was just-
logs?
What do you mean? I was
You didn't bring any logs back.
I already was out in the forest and just. I don't have to
And
talk
just
to you.
looked at the
Did you-
trees. Wow.
did you step on your-
Look
I
at
don't
this
have to talk to you.
irresponsible man.
What I do in my
Did you
private
even
business
do
is my own
election?
private affairs. What you do apparently is always a show. I don't. I feel
Oh
like there's.
wow! A
It's almost like a
wonderful
politician.
display.
No, we don't all
supposed
have
to
to
be
live like that.
A public figure with private affairs. Interesting.
Sounds like you're really worried about somebody finding out what you do in your spare time. Look at how open we are.
Da.
Isn't that right, Strawn?
I just kind of cock my head to the side.
Yes, I'm doing things right now.
You tell him.
Still doing the handshake event. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a fucking J-pop idol.
Well, it was good seeing you, Shander. Keep your chin up. It's okay. I'm sure it'll
See
turn
you on
around
voting
for
day,
you.
babe.
Don't forget to cast a vote for yourself. It might be the only one you get.
Your voice trails off, but it's still 3
Yeah,
times loud.
it does. Yeah, it trails off, but I didn't stop doing thaumaturgy, so it echoes. Get.
I want to fuck with him.
Okay.
In his head,
Hellstorm.
I just want to whisper, "They know." Whether we know something or not, it'll paranoid him.
We objectively do not, but it's great.
nothing.
We're literally just getting on his nerves, but now he thinks we know.
He just starts like he stops for a moment and like turns around,
Indigo's
Just
already
kinda
stopped
like-
paying attention.
kind of wide-eyed, kind of just continues walking off.
Aurelia's surrounding some kid in fire in a very showman-like way.
You set them on fire. That's crazy, bro.
Burning a
More
kid
votes
alive.
for you.
Nice.
Well, I can control the flame is the thing. You see, I have that cantrip.
Controlling the flame, and it's aimed at this child.
Yeah.
I'm making sure it only ever affected the child.
All fires in existence only affect the child. That's one hell of a level of control flame, bro. Anyway,
Well, it says I can have 3 effects at a time, so.
all right. Yeah, the proceedings go very well for this day. I don't know if there's anything you guys wanted to do it more towards like when it starts getting darker. But today's processions of campaigning have gone very, very well.
Is there anybody in town that knows things about magic?
Not really. No. People know magic exists. They know wizards. You know, it's magic is very.
But they
common
don't.
in
Nobody practices it.
Is there
Forgotten
anyone that
Realms.
knows like gemstones? I want to get something appraised.
You could probably do that.
Find
That's something you could
Castor's
probably do.
House of Oddities.
All right, I gotta get something appraised. I got a weird pink gemstone. I gotta get-
Castor's House of Oddities.
No, fuck. God.
The funny
Good thing
part
there's
is
no
thinking he
gemstones
stays in one
in the
place long
entire-
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely you can
It's
definitely
a
find
fucking
a place.
franchise.
You can definitely
It would be.
you
It's
can definitely
never
find a
Castor.
place in town to probably sell some stuff. Buying some stuff is probably the where I have to stop you there. Well, yeah, on the snowflake level, because an actual thing in the book, their services aren't that great as
Fucking
far
got
as what they
What is
sell.
What does that mean?
Snowflake
It's
level.
good. Yeah, there's a
Is
snowflake
there like different
level.
tiers of
For-
shops?
There is. For friendliness, services, and comforts, Goodmead has 2 snowflakes for friendliness and comfort, but only 1 for services.
What's the maximum snowflake?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snowflake
Brinchander
3?
has like 3 for everything, you know, but like
Yeah.
Is it? Brinchander so far has been murder and some more murder, and also heretics.
there has
You
been murder,
also caused problems as soon as you got there.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe you only saw the crime.
But yeah, Indigo
That's
is
why
looking
that's
just
why I had to
for
be put a stop to, you know? It's crazy. Yeah.
Indigo is just looking for an appraiser of a gemstone. So I got that pink gemstone found.
You're more likely to find like a shop that would take it off your hand. But yeah, you're.
If I'm not gonna get like a good price for it here, then I can wait.
Find a pawn shop.
you
give
can
you a
get the
great
you can
price.
get the price here. It's just you're not like going to an actual like gem vendor or anything like that. You're mainly going to like what would be essentially general goods, and they take it off your hand for 10 gold.
Huh.
Yeah.
Can I insight check to see if they're gonna try to fucking like if they're lowballing me?
I'll make it
also
easy on yourself.
haggle.
It's a treasure item. They give you it's 10 gold. Yeah.
All right, then I'll do that. Yeah.
It's a pink moss agate gemstone. Is what you found in the
You
giant's
get
lair.
every day. Every day we move closer to getting me better armor.
Yeah. But yeah, it's worth 10 gold, and they do give that to you. All right. So that's pretty much what you guys are doing for shopping. So the next day rolls around. You know, everybody goes back to sleep.
Did anyone ask when the election was? I thought we were.
I tried to ask.
It's pretty much as soon as the town has come to an agreement on things. But the actual election is quote unquote mysteriously held. No, it's pretty much at the end of this. The next day rolls around. It's about 1 a.m. You guys wake up. Of course, Stranne and Aurelia do not get the benefits of a long rest, as they have the same nightmare again.
But you can do your same song and dance of a mage armor and a spell slot back.
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually plan to investigate Schindler's List more.
Shander,
Schindler's
Jimmy Sham.
List.
would you like
Slim
company?
Jim. I mean, I plan to stealth about it, so I don't
I'm
wanna...
proficient in stealth.
Oh, that's cool. Sure.
So you guys are okay. Both of you give me a stealth check then.
All right. Do you want to guide yourself or me?
I would absolutely like to
Okay.
guide myself.
It is a group
My-
check, so I mean, as long
Yeah.
Oh,
or give me
plus
that
my guidance.
D4, you know.
I would just like to point out that my bonus is higher.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
just
so-
unfortunate that the 2 was rolled.
I
But
could
it's
also do
one-
favor of the gods if I wanted to.
That's one success. Yeah, no, it's one success and one failure. Aurelia, you have bags under your eyes. But other than that, you're able to keep your concentration up on trying to hide properly and do very well. You have to, like, Indigo's just like, I have proficient in stealth, and then foot falls onto like several branches in succession.
I just imagine Indigo is also running into the problem of like being a Goliath in a space that is clearly built for dwarfs.
Yeah.
It's like,
Huh.
Curious.
Clearly built for
All of-
people of a normal height, like human height.
all
yeah.
of these walls are meant for people who are 4 foot tall.
Hey man, I feel you. I'm like 5'1".
And in the snow, you're kind of peeking out over at the logging cabin, and that's when you're about to start moving up forward to try to stealth up into the building itself. You notice 8 individuals with maces and crossbows and thick leathers, all the rough and tough types, walk up to the logging cabin. You don't recognize them. They're not from town.
Do
But
they appear hostile or do they appear
Yes.
friendly to the?
They have the maces drawn and the crossbows drawn.
Do they look like dwarves?
They look like humans. Majoritively. There's probably a couple dwarfs there and here and there.
If I was to make a knee-jerk assessment of the situation, he's going to beat himself up in order to frame us for it. That's what my gut tells me he's going to try to do. I don't know if this is like someone attacking him because we didn't order that.
we didn't know.
Did we?
We didn't do it.
We would have
Closes
killed him ourselves. I
DMs.
don't think you understand.
Yes,
Um,
the question is, do we intervene or do we let
I
this
think we
play out?
intervene. Because can you imagine if we're like cutthroat and like mad talking and still like, hey man, we don't actually want political violence though. Like we're taking a moral high ground. I think that would infuriate him way more and make us look way better.
Then
I forget,
allow
are we
me
all there
to
right now, or is it just you two?
just
You guys
them
could have
two.
come.
It is
but we were-
currently us two. So, counteroffer. I draw their fire. You go get help.
I suppose that's a decision.
How long, theoretically, did it take us to get here? Like, how long did it take us to get here?
This isn't a large town. It's 500 feet. You could get to like one other side of the town in 2 minutes.
Okay,
one
so
town to
I
the
could
other side.
send Aurelia to go get help.
And
Before you even do anything.
I think I already established that the logging operation is probably more on this side of town, so it's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Aurelia,
running
while
down
talking
the street
while
how
talking
many feet
to
is that?
Indigo about this,
1,000 feet.
Aurelia is going to be casting mage armor and go, don't intervene until things get violent.
All right, and then I will say, go get the others.
Yeah, and then I'm going to just book it back.
And I will
Have either of you considered just raising the alarm by yelling?
No,
if-
absolutely
if-
not. Not yet.
If it gets violent, I will raise
Okay.
the alarm and draw attention. Like if it looks like they're about to do something, I'm watching dead set. And if it looks like they're about to like come in and start storming the gates, I'm gonna grab their attention.
Okay.
And so Jack, I'm holding my action. When they open the door or storm the gates, I'm gonna summon Sigarius.
Wait, when they open the door?
Do
Are
you-
they approaching? Are they trying to
They-
get inside right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're trying to get
in the
inside right
cabin.
now. They're so you're running off. They're like at the cabin door.
Okay. So do you want me to wait until
Wait
they
until you hear
Okay.
something get violent.
Well, if I
say.
hear it get violent, I'm going to summon Stigarius because Indigo summoning Stigarius is going to make a lot of noise.
All right, then here's the deal. Aurelia starts taking off and is going to go get help. It's going to take about 2 minutes for you to run all the way to the mead hall and actually tell people that stuff is happening, unfortunately, because that is like about 800 feet, depending on like where you're running. And I believe Here, I have a DM screen I set up on Foundry. Yeah, for a fast speed, you can cover like 400 feet in a minute.
Okay.
If you just like start sprinting, so that's something that you guys can do. The rest of you are unaware of all this happening. So while Indigo, you're pretty much watching from like about 100 feet away because you were about to sneak up to the cabin. Something along the lines, so you're like behind a wall or something, and you're watching all this happen, and they do kick open the door and start shoveling inside.
Okay, I'm waiting until I hear like violence begin. So I'm like listening for like.
What's it called?
It's a little bit far away, so you start moving up to hear better.
Yeah.
And you hear you definitely hear the sounds of combat
All right.
as people are getting hurt. There's definitely
when
like things, impact sounds. Pow,
once I hear
whoop.
sound of a struggle is when we start.
Okay, then you summon Stegarius.
Yep. And it's just like, God,
Wow, that sounds like the noise of something bursting out of someone's chest.
Yeah,
and,
and it's just
that you're hearing it from across the entire fucking town.
yeah, and I'm just gonna summon fucking. I'm picking poison or not? Yeah, I'll pick poison because Shander's a dwarf, which means he'll be resistant to poison. So this is a sign of good faith.
Right. You see a bunch of other people like leave their houses because they all kind of like saw that like there was a group of people walking through town. And they all kind of like are starting to gather and see what's going on, and then you just start as like a fucking dragon pops out of your entire body, out of your soul, and you're about to run in there, and that's when you see one of the thugs that had walked in get thrown 10 feet out the door.
Beep boop.
Can you hear me?
You're
Hello?
Yeah, you roboted it a bit.
picking up a little
Well,
bit.
I could not control that. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You kind of trail off at the end of your sentence, but other than that, yeah.
All right. So right as Indigo, that you were about to start running forward, trying to get their attention. I don't know what's going on there. But you saw one of the thugs get tossed through a window 10 feet. And that's kind of like when you see through the window, you see that the thugs are getting their asses kicked. Like they didn't stand a chance.
Okay. That's a good sign to start.
And you see that
Are we
the thugs
there?
get... Yeah, no. You see, yeah, I don't know if you're going in on this, Indigo.
I mean, yes, Indigo
But
is going in, but he's just going to shout out before he goes in there. Shander, are you okay?
And
Is everything all right in there?
you hear the war cry of a dwarf as another thug gets kicked 10 feet out, and the fighting is now ensued outside of the building where everybody can watch. So I can go ahead.
You're super bad, robot.
Mr. Robot.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Out
I
the
can't-
where everyone can watch.
Yeah. The thugs have been thrown out of the cabin, and the fighting is now ensued outside.
Okay. Indigo is like one hand on his maul, the other hand sort of outstretched, and it's just like, Shander, we saw a group of thugs coming over to your.
We came to warn you of this group of thugs.
Yeah, literally. Like that's Indigo. He's just like, we saw a group of thugs heading over to your cabin. I sent my friend Aurelia to go get the others to assist you.
And everybody kind of turns to you. Like Shander goes to look over at you, and you kind of notice a distasteful, at first like a distasteful look, like he didn't want you to be here, But after that, he just smiles and says, "You can go. We have this." And he uses like a big piece of wood and slaps one of the thugs in the face, nearly knocking him unconscious. Like you see teeth fly.
Mr. Roboto.
I can't help it. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I don't know what to tell you. I could
Just
try
say every word
changing.
twice, just in case.
Here, let me change the server location. Is that better? Hello?
Hello?
I don't know if that's better. Can you guys hear me?
It's better.
That does sound better,
I'm not
actually.
hearing your robot.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not hearing your robot at all.
Okay, good. The Shander looked at you with a distasteful face at first, but then immediately changed it to a gleeful smile as he says, "We don't need your help. We got this covered." And smashes a thug's face in with a log. Essentially. Yeah, he's fighting them with a bunch of his logger buddies. Like the entire logging house are all fighting them with tools that they have.
The log crew.
Yeah, the log crew. Yeah.
Yes, they're the gang known as Hardwood.
This is my homie.
Yeah, so
Mesquite.
the 8 thugs have been outnumbered by all the loggers, and are now all fighting each other. So you're just kind of like watching this on with the dragon next to you, as the thugs are just getting their asses kicked.
I am gonna move in. I'm gonna see if I can take one of the thugs.
Like hostage or
Yeah.
Ooh, give me an initiative check. Not an initiative roll, not rolling initiative. Give me an initiative check.
clickety clack that initiative.
Like, still just click initiative.
Yeah, just click initiative.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
There's
that
no combat.
works.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah, just roll a d20 and
just
add
a
your
dexterity
initiative bonus.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so you go to, like, with your great axe, you go to,
Maul.
like, your maul, I'm sorry. Your maul, you go to slam down on one of the thugs that is, like, still relatively unharmed, when all of a sudden a hammer comes out of nowhere and smacks him in the face away from your maul swing. And he goes flying backwards onto the ground. And you see that where the hammer came from, it was definitely Shander who threw it.
Correct. Maybe I wasn't clear. I would like to take one of them.
Take one of them?
Like
Yes.
abduct.
Like abduct a thug.
Oh.
Today
well,
is kidnap a thug day.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, take usually means I want to take him in a fight. So I'm
Correct.
You fucking.
I'm gonna roll to take him in the sheets.
All right, then.
This fight started in the streets, but we know where it's gonna end. No?
Then that dexterity check would still apply. As you go to try to take, him, he gets knocked back with the hammer.
All right. But if he's backing away, can I still try to approach?
Uh,
I'm gonna have Sigarius try to like grab him by the fucking collar.
I was not ready for this turn of events personally.
That's fair. I have a theory.
You can go ahead and because you kind of got this side eye from Shander the entire time while this is going on, and he appears to almost be calling out the guys that you're going after, so his guys can go after them. I want you to give me a stealth check.
That's pretty sus.
Okay. $24.
All right. So you duck into the snow, and like a snake slither through it, like crawling on the ground. So eventually you manage to get to one of the thugs that got pushed back, and you grab him by the neck, and then start dragging him into the shadows.
I'm literally
covering
gonna
his
have
mouth.
Sigarius make like a fucking just like a fucking poison cloud, and we're just gonna be like gone.
Yeah. You start dragging the guy away somewhere else. And I'm gonna... He's not knocked unconscious.
Right.
So...
Yep.
We're about to have ourselves a side combat off away from all of this as I go ahead and get the entire combat map I had set up for something else moved out of the way.
I have a theory. I think I know what's going on.
Is it that obvious? I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you could just be wrong.
I can be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I think I know.
Could be wrong until the. Ooh, is it that obvious?
I am sorry, as I'm gonna go ahead and just change up. What's going on here? Unrestricted vision. I don't know what's going on here. Here you go.
I mean, Indigo does have that blind sight, so
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, you have the blind sight, but there is.
it makes for a theatrical spotlight on the two of them.
It does. Just.
Very strange. What is going on here? I don't know. Did that not change it? What the fuck is going on? Oh, looking great. There we go. Fucking good. All right, so it's still pretty early in the morning right now. I can actually move the time a little bit. My bad. 1 second. Let me just increase the brightness a little bit. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add you both to combat. I guess you can roll initiative real fast.
All right.
All right. What the hell is going on here?
I have a theory. That's all I've got.
Oh, I know exactly what I did. I accidentally turned you guys invisible instead of add you to the combat initiative.
Yeah.
You currently have them grappled right now. It's kind of focusing here. And there's also Stigarius. I totally forgot about them, who is also here. So we're just going to quickly go through this.
Okay.
I would actually probably say that this is going to be more along the lines of a skill, more like a skill check more than anything else. You know, yeah, we'll do that. All right. Instead of making this combat, because one-on-one combat is super fucking boring, actually.
It is.
You drag them to the side, and are currently holding his mouth, and he kind of like breaks away when you guys are out of prying eyes. What do you do?
Indigo kind of puts up both of his hands, but Stigarius kind of stays low in his growling with that like poisonous foam, like fucking rabies, but like purple and toxic and like fucking green, just sort of like spilling and oozing out. He's just like, now listen, I am a fucking manhunter, and there is nowhere you will be safe from me. That is a dragon dog who spews poison out of his fucking mouth. There is nowhere safe for you to run. You will tell me who it is you are working for and who hired you.
Give me an intimidation check.
All right. I think intimidation.
What if I add please at the end of it?
I have. So listen.
Oh, you never took intimidation?
I have no charisma skills.
Oh.
No charisma skills. My charisma, 6.
All right.
A +6, of course.
7.
He goes
We
to
try.
slam. While you're doing all this, he does go to slam. And the point of failure for this is that you don't get to dodge the hit as he swings down his mace on you. So I'm just gonna go roll the damage for the mace here. There we go. And you do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. We're just trying to rob some guy, and it smacks you like in the side of the leg with the mace.
Yep. And he's like,
You get the
Alright.
one.
that was pretty stupid of you. You do get the one.
Around this time, Aurelia, you come back with Stranne and John. And you actually kind of managed to notice that the big lumbering guy that dragged the guy off somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and drag y'all to this map here.
I can see now.
You got us together.
And I guess this is the point where I'm going to just add all you guys to combat as well.
Oh, it's dark in here. My whole turn's gonna be dancing lights so we can see.
Y'all got to roll
You
initiative.
should be able to see.
I can
guys
see. It's
can't
just a funny thing.
Yeah.
Right, and John as well.
Getting a drink.
Yeah, John
I
got a
will
drink.
roll it for him.
Yeah.
All right. Aurelia, you come in and see that Indigo is currently fighting a thug with the dragon surrounding him.
I'm going to kind of have my hands out on both sides in a very cocky manner and be like, hey, look, I didn't intend for this good cop, bad cop shtick, but I can guarantee you that you're more likely to make it out of here if you just tell us what the matter is. And I'm going to use persuasion.
Okay. I rolled your initiative for you. It was obviously bad because I rolled it.
You fool.
Ah! Only a 12.
He
Oh,
just
favored by the
turns-
gods.
All right. Roll it.
Click. 19.
Oh, yeah. You look on it. He like turns around, sees the dragon, sees that he is now surrounded. He's like, ah! This wasn't in the deal.
Drag.
If you let
Are
me
we
go, I'll
supposed to be
tell you
seeing
right
an
now.
enemy right now?
You are supposed to be seeing an enemy right now. Do you not see an
I
enemy
see
right now?
us in
You
a
should be
kind of
seeing
a
the enemy.
circle-ish.
The blonde guy. The blonde guy's the enemy.
There is no blonde guy except for Indigo, kind of.
He's ginger.
What about now? Do you see him now?
Nope.
Have you tried turning on your monitor?
I would love to
Of
just.
course. But no.
What about now?
There we go. I see him now.
All right. Then.
Damn, he's good looking.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, there's a problem when you have a token on for multiple sessions that you didn't use or nobody saw. Apparently, there's weird stuff with Foundry. He turns around, he kind of sees that he's now surrounded. He's like, ugh. If you let me go, I'll tell you exactly who hired me.
Tell us who hired you, and we might let you go.
He kind of looks
Tell us to
around
let you
real-
go and we might hire you.
This is also a possibility.
Depending on how good you are. You did only do 4 damage that last turn.
I was hired by
What
Nearth
do?
Max Mixel Donar.
Is that,
I'll
that sounds
type it.
familiar.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
Nearth Maxel Donar. And actually, now that you've heard the name, you know exactly who that is. He's the speaker
wait a
of
minute.
Targos.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't would that be the name that
That's definitely
Yeah, he
the
said
guy was
meh.
almost said
about
last
to say,
last week?
yeah. He was about to say, yeah.
It was either
We
that
were
or
hi-
slur.
We were hired to get our quote-unquote asses beat by the dwarf and his lumber guys. Okay, we didn't think actual
Oh, of
adventurers would show up to try to kill us. Let me go, and
Well, I mean,
we'll leave town immediately.
What did he want with attacking a townsman?
I don't know.
no, you
I was
obviously,
just hired.
this is not difficult. He clearly wanted to look good, so he hired a bunch of people to get beaten up by him. That's not crazy.
I don't know the
Hire a
details.
giant.
Literally just asked we asked him, what have you done? And he had done nothing. So he organized himself to do something.
He didn't even hire like a giant. He made sure it was someone he could beat. We fought 2 giants and a bear and an orc.
I mean, it was fine. I don't know what the problem with that was. It was
Great.
easy to beat
Can I
too.
leave now?
I don't
No.
care. Die.
Hold on, we might actually have to use you to testify.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
that's a good point.
Yeah, you're a better witness.
We are going
Can
to
I
have to
approach?
take you in.
I want to approach him.
Okay.
By all means.
Go ahead. We're not
And-
even in combat anymore. This is just not
Yeah, I know.
happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach him and be like, if you testify in front of the town, I will promise your freedom.
He'll make you
As a
thane.
And what happens
These
if
words
Nearth
mean
finds
nothing.
out?
I'm sorry, what?
What happens if Nearth finds out I spoke up?
I
You
mean,
have my protection.
should he choose to react, yeah, we can really just cover you.
This will
buddy.
be town speaker. They can protect you.
Shit.
Town speaker
Shit.
versus town speaker.
And we
I
are
mean,
more
more to the
powerful.
point, we're probably going to end up killing this Nyarlathotep guy anyway. knowing our methods of operations. So
and
it really
either
shouldn't be a
way,
problem.
you've already spoken out against Nearth. The way I see it, you've already sort of sealed your fate, whether you testify or not.
Simply speaking out against him is becoming a loose end.
You think your buddies have noticed you're missing already?
His buddies are probably dead.
He
Just 'cause
tosses his
of that.
mace to the ground. Fuck it, whatever. Okay, I'll testify. But wait till everyone else leaves town. After they get their asses kicked, they're supposed to leave. Wait
Got
then.
you. And
Wonderful.
and Aurelia is immediately going to turn back to go to Schlander.
Wait, no, hold on a second. How about not for nothing, but tying him up? Because
You're more than welcome
that's
to do
real
that.
easy to say, but
Yeah, we'll have to keep him in the meat hall, probably.
I'm just going to buy time so he doesn't notice.
Okay. So you're walking back to where Shander was?
Mhm.
All right, when you get back, because it's been some time, you see that the last of the thugs have gotten their asses kicked, and they're now running away. The entire crowd that was watching the fight is now cheering, along with the loggers and Shander, as they just start running out of town with scrapes and bruises.
I have thaumaturgy. I'm going to make my claps way louder. And I'm going to go... That was some impressive work. I mean, we didn't even have to step in there. I'm really proud of you, buddy.
Well, I can assure you I can take care of my own on my
Yeah,
own.
I mean, those weren't exactly, like, threats, but you did do great.
Well, I'm sure to an adventurer like yourself, you see giants on a daily basis, but here in town, we usually just need to take care of thugs that wish the cause harm.
You
Ruin
know,
the natural order of things.
while I do agree with you, I will also add that it makes more sense what giants are doing around here. What did those thieves want with you? A major political figure, surely you're a very high-risk target.
They, believe it or not, they wanted me to give them money to be in their back pockets while I was the major political figure. Go figure.
I don't
right?
believe it.
go political figure.
I wouldn't. A tiefling such as yourself seems to not trust
How
a
do
whole
you
lot
know
of
I'm a
people.
tiefling? I have a helmet on.
No, he's looking
I'm a
at Aurelia,
tiefling.
who is very obviously
my
a
bad.
tiefling.
Whoa, wait. How do you know I'm a tiefling? Well, I mean, you just told
I
me.
was talking to your friend, but-
Well, you just told me. I didn't know that.
Something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
My bad.
As, you seem to show the same mistrust that's your way back at us. He's very clearly throwing the race card in there.
I was gonna say, like, I'm sorry. Do you think a tiefling is less trustworthy than any other citizen?
I would
Yes,
be willing to show you all the trust in the
absolutely.
world. It's you who appears to be not throwing it back the other way.
Oh, this tiefling can throw it back, all right.
I actually, if I remember correctly, we stepped in to try to help you, and you tried to call us a liar. So I don't know if you exactly trust the information that we're giving people. I stepped away from the fight because you said you had this, but you didn't believe us when we started making claims as to our political positions.
I'm sorry, I didn't make any sense to me. What are you talking about?
That's
No,
fine.
that's
The
not-
air's thicker down there.
Yeah, that's not really surprising. It's fine. Listen.
Throwing insults now, I see. It's honestly,
Oh,
just very
wait.
unbecoming.
No, wait. No, I
Listen,
understand.
it's
that.
okay. I understand that we could take care of this
I-
problem
I
without you, and now
I
you
understand
feel
the
like your
problem.
worth is less than I
understand
get
the
it.
problem. Shander thinks we have just now started throwing insults.
Oh. No, you see, little man, we've been insulting you from the start.
Very
I
unprofessional. Very unprofessional.
I-
The rudeness of
I don't
adventurers
know
these days.
what
I
you
see.
think
I
my
see.
profession is, but
Unprofessional. Interesting. We will see how that goes.
And I think if they just kill a
how
couple
many-
of giants, they can throw insults at anybody
with
they
the-
choose.
How many?
actually, we
how
were
many-
insulting people before the giants. So
How many men did you
Trust.
drive out of this town?
8, obviously.
Weird. I
Jesus.
counted 7. And Indigo walks away and doesn't elaborate.
and with the attention of the audience, Aurelia is going to just immediately like cut off whatever he wants to say in retaliation and be like, "And where exactly were you last night? You seemed to head out of town, but you didn't stay anywhere specific."
I was checking out the trees in the forest to see where our next operation would take us.
I didn't take you for an
Interesting.
elf, but
I don't
not what he
believe
said.
you went the direction of the forest.
Well, eyes can be deceiving, I suppose.
So can people.
If you excuse me, I have to get back to work. That's what I do. I don't know what it is
Of
that you all
course.
do
If you ever
when you're
need
not
assistance-
fighting giants.
If you ever need assistance, you're more than welcome to ask us.
I'm sure that I can take care of myself and my people just fine.
And he'll just like walk away.
Okay.
So when do we want to bring up this guy?
I liked the weird. I counted 7 as a good end there, but we can get their testimony, and I think we can bring them up at a good campaign rally. But bringing them up directly in front of Shander is a bad call because Shander will just call us liars and thieves. or
Yeah, we should
pigs.
do it on a.
We should do it at our rally, or we should do we should literally transition from this and set up a place for us to have them give their testimony.
Do you want to do that same day?
Same day might be a little much.
Yeah, maybe a bit eventful.
Let's see what Shander's gonna do with
my
it.
only concern is not knowing when these people are gonna vote. I want to let them know.
Yeah,
Because I
let's
don't,
just-
I
we
don't
do
want this to be like, oh, look, he did good. You know what? We'll trust him. And then we're holding someone for testimony
True.
when they've already voted.
True. Let's try to get ahead of a story.
I mean, we can just start and say that we're going to rally tomorrow.
It's like even after your own rally, it wasn't split like evenly, but it was still like people are still going over their options. A lot of the elections end happens when like everyone's pretty much decided who would be the best choice, because so few people, you can't have it be split like it was.
Yeah.
There's too big of a majority one way.
Then I think we should probably set up a rally tonight where we have this individual give their testimony.
Tonight, all right? Yeah, there's still plenty of day.
I want to keep my eye on him
Or-
the entire time.
Yeah, then soon, at least, where we can get a hearty enough crowd, and let's see if we can get some of Shander's supporters in this crowd instead.
Okay.
Because
Then,
that's what we need to do. We don't need to rally our base. Our base is already on our side. We need to win over Shander's.
then
Let's do this on his side of town then.
Ooh, that's strong, but that's dangerous.
There's also like
not
that's
really
around.
dangerous.
That's
it is,
where
but
every,
we've handled giants.
Yeah.
there
Do
is
you really
also
think we're
like
gonna be able to murder every single person in this town?
Just murder
There-
the people who vote for Shander.
It's called non-lethal damage.
Yeah, melee fighters, we can do that all day.
there is also like that side of town, you know, those were the people that had seen everything transpire, you know? Yeah.
Gotta open
All right.
their eyes.
Then how are you guys going about getting people, how are you getting the word out, and where are you meeting? So his side of town, obviously, so out in a public area. How are you getting the word around that there's going to be a rally today?
Thaumaturgy.
I think
Rally today at that guy's side of town. Come one, come all.
I think I'm just gonna walk past groups of people that are like talking and then just drop that into the crowd of like maybe 4 people max. Just like individuals or like people having their own discussions, just walking in and being like trying to keep it a low profile, but making it clear that there's a rally.
Okay, all right.
Let people know it's
Then-
extremely important.
Let it
Yeah.
be like extremely important. There's going to be a rally over here for the upcoming election. It's just like dropping
Yeah.
that in crowds, trying to let word of mouth
Could-
spread throughout the day.
Yeah, could turn your entire vote.
All right, give me I want to say a charisma check of some kind, but
I could do performance maybe.
I wouldn't say this is
Persuasion?
a performance. It would probably be more like persuasion. Because
Well, they're the same number, so
Oh yeah, well, give it to me then.
Ooh,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
17.
It's pretty good. Yeah. You start spreading the word around, and so is anybody else doing anything else in this time, or is this pretty much the
Unless somebody
focus?
else wants to watch this man instead of Stranne.
I'm sure
Then I can
Indigo could
go.
do it if you'd like. Indigo's not good at talking to people.
Okay. Yeah, then he'll do that and I'll... Thanks for volunteering, Indigo.
Yeah, he's not here, so I can do whatever I want.
Okay.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll go around and try and get the word out as well.
Was trying to figure out why the time wasn't moving. Oh no, it is moving. That's crazy. All right, never mind. Yeah, I thought something was glitching out on my end, but no, it was just me misreading something. All right, yeah. So, you guys are trying to spread around the word that there is stuff going on, and come the more afternoon. Yeah, more the afternoon. There's definitely a crowd of people where everybody said there's some crowds of people elsewhere as well, as there was a game of telephone, but eventually, yeah, everybody kind of gets where the crowd is, and you guys are currently pretty much set up for. You got the guy in ropes. He has said he's not gonna run, but of course you didn't really trust it, so you just have him in ropes right now.
Just double
The thug.
double precaution.
Yeah. And you're all ready to go. Some fucking you got your crowd, you got your guy.
John, do you still have command?
Yes, I do, and I'm very much aware of whether or not I'll need to use it if he starts lying.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I can't actually prevent him from lying. Well,
No,
it's
but
hard to say.
you can command.
I can tell him to
to
speak.
confess.
I can command him to speak.
Oh yeah, confess. That's a good one.
When you guys are all gathering, you kind of see that Olivessa comes up to you guys and is going, "What's going on?"
We
Who's this guy?
have a bit of a star witness. I'm sure you heard about Shander's antics this morning.
Yeah, it pretty much
He's
sparks a
shenanigan.
lot of popularity his way.
It was bullshit. It appears that we have some intertown politics. Nerth Maxildenar
You're allowed to tell.
has a bit
Maxildenar.
of a hand in this. Summoned some thugs to stage a break-in at his place so that he could look better. We have captured one of these thugs who is here to confess that it was all a Fall Guy stunt.
And they said they won't kill me as a result.
We will not kill him as a result. This is
Will
true.
be under our protection as long as he lets everybody here know. the truth
What
of what
armor?
happened.
What armor
Yeah,
is
I
he
already-
wearing?
Oh, it's like leather.
I want to mage armor him. If
I
we
believe
can
it's like
get him
studded,
naked.
It's like studded leather.
Yeah, I think he's about mage armor. It's about the same.
I guess.
like one less.
I'm just nervous that someone's
Also,
gonna.
you're
try and
not
kill
really
him.
getting a whole lot of spell slots back, so
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
um,
Protect yourself. We can
Alright.
protect.
I mean, honestly, if someone decided to kill him at this point, that would only be like
That would
way
prove-
more suspicious.
Yeah,
I
that would
suppose.
prove that we had a star witness.
all right, then you got your platform. Who's speaking?
We got 2 charisma. casters.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably our
As
strong.
as
The crowd
The
starts
one
dying down a
running.
the candidate.
Oh, I thought you were speaking. I thought Strom was starting the speech.
No, the candidate will go probably.
yeah, what transpired last night or early this morning was a farce, set up by the opponent to make himself look better. Last night, 8 individuals went to quote-unquote rob, conveniently, my opponent. And when everything died down, and we complimented him and asked our opponent how many people left, he said 8. But in reality, we have one of the individuals right here who can testify that they were hired to make it seem like they were burglaring and only hired to get their asses handed to them to make our opponent look good.
There's like some
Please,
gasp in the
if
crowd.
you would,
and-
speak up.
Yeah,
And I
Indigo.
motion to the hostage.
Yeah, Indigo and John bring him out.
Oh yeah, it's what the ambiguously gendered person said.
It's what my NB friend has concurred.
Give,
we were hired to get our asses kicked and then skedaddle out of town. And someone's just like, what other proof?
What did you say?
Somebody was just like, what other proof?
Well,
What other proof?
John.
What more do you need?
I can magically.
How do we know you
force
didn't
him-
just pay this guy?
John can compel
I can
him.
magically enforce him to speak the truth if that would convince the audience.
You use command and you're just like, please.
And the
It's the wrong word.
The thug's just like, I don't use magic on me. I don't like magic. Hey, get away.
Well,
Sorry, fucker.
I mean,
Well, unfortunately,
I'm not going to make you
We
say
said
anything.
you
you've
weren't
already-
gonna be
already
harmed.
said.
yeah,
Yes.
it's not going to hurt. Just willingly fail the save and confess to the crowd.
Okay.
You won't have to say anything that you haven't literally already said in the last 10 seconds. Just repeat the exact same thing, really.
Well,
repeat the exact same
repeat the
Repeat-
truth.
I'm not using repeat as the keyword. Don't worry. I haven't cast the spell yet. I'll have to move my arms around a bit to do that. Actually, no, sorry. I'm wrong.
I gotta do a wiggle before I do
You
it.
like purposely make a show of the casting of the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast like let's see, what has it? I'll cast Spare the Dying at the same time since it's a cantrip and it actually requires a somatic component, and then I'll just blend that into just confess as a command.
Give me a
What's the
performance
point
check.
of that?
Yeah, give me a
So-
performance check.
So
The
that they can tell that John is casting a
But
spell.
I'm actually using magic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all I do is
There-
look at him and go.
Command doesn't
There
have
is some-
verbal command.
there is
Just
some
like-
trickery here, so I will require you to make a performance check to make it convincing.
Guide him.
Guide.
Hold on a second. Edified performance.
A lot of people casting magic here all of a sudden.
That's an extra D4, but baby.
Thanks to D4, baby. I clicked on it.
Oh my!
Oh no!
Use the D4. Use the D4. Oh, please, dear
I'll get
God.
that.
So something
Wait,
you know.
add the D4.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I know it
Yeah.
counts. It's, it's
Six.
So something you remember about Spare the Dying is that you have to target somebody who is dying.
Oh shit! Do I?
I
And
knocked him
Eric-
unconscious. No.
And so you like stutter there for a second while you're trying to get the spell ready, and you're like, "Shit, this is weather supposed to get." And you're just like, eventually,
Just
you do.
minor illusion.
It's somebody
Well,
else
I don't
wants
want
to
to. I
try
didn't
to
want to
save
actually
this.
cast the spell. To be fair, so that's fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter if the spell fails. I don't give a shit.
Well, it's not so much that. It's now like you're kind of standing there, not casting the spell, and so like nothing's really happening. And there's just like crickets going on.
No.
Like, John, please,
John.
today.
John.
Yes. Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna cast command anyway. Like, because the point was just
To
wasn't
make a
to
show
cast the
thing,
spell. Yeah, I mean, the point was to make a show. It was to just like move the things around, move my hands around in movements that I know.
It looks very
so that I'm not
unconvincing.
wildly dancing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just kind of like speak. Whoa, like making weird
Whoa.
gestures with your hands.
Confess.
It was confess the
Lie
word.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, confess is the keyword.
All right, you cast it, and he fails it, and he goes, "I was hired by, oh shit,
Yes.
Nearth Maxil
Yeah.
Dinar, Nearth Maxil Dinar, to make it look like that Shander Froth was being attacked and could stave off a threat. I got 10 gold for it." He looks happy about that.
10
I'm gonna
gold?
brighten the fires around us.
Bro. I'm just gonna turn to him like,
What was hard
sometimes I wish they give less information, because I feel like that actually cheapens this entire thing by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Why did you accept 10 gold to get beat up? What the fuck?
It was more safe.
If I give you 10 gold, can I beat the shit out of you?
Well, are you gonna give me 10 gold?
He would actually accept 10 gold to get the shit beat
Well,
out
I'm
of
on
him.
hard times, man. I'm drinking too much lately. I need more money.
Can I
Tonight at the
reach into
tavern,
his
hit me up.
pocket
I will
and grab
pay
the
you
10
10 gold and beat the shit out of you.
Oh, it sounds like a deal. Like everybody's just like in the crowd, just like doesn't know how to react to this engagement.
The point being,
What did Strong want to say?
Look,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could I reach into his pocket to grab the 10 gold as proof that he did get paid?
Yeah, sure.
We could play there.
Hey, that's my money. I earned that fair and square.
I'm gonna make
actually,
hold-
you didn't get beat up.
Yeah,
That's
I did.
true.
I got
Yeah,
beat
by us.
verbally.
It's true.
We
He
pulled
did
you
get
out
beat
of it.
Beat up
He also gets
verbally.
smacked by a hammer, if I wasn't recall correctly.
I mean, to be
I
fair, he
will-
did fail his intimidation check, so he was only persuaded. He didn't get like mocked or anything.
And he was supposed to leave town.
yeah,
Didn't leave town.
I
Owie.
will let him know
Can I have
this
that money back?
is
please?
going to the town as a
No.
donation.
Oh,
This is
come on,
going to
man.
You know what?
Consider it protection money.
I'll reimburse. I'll pay you double tonight. Don't worry.
Were you like whispering
Oh.
that? Are you whispering that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll whisper that.
It was like,
God damn it.
or, oh, and he's just like, oh, woe is me. That was my paycheck. He's like looking around.
I'm gonna guide him.
Going to glare at
guide
John.
him. Yeah, guide him in case he's trying to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not in for actually stealing people's money. They did technically work for this cash.
We are supporting the proletariat here.
Give me a persuasion check, Strawn, as you're trying to convince the
Okay.
whole town of this
Guidance.
generous- Guidance. Are you sure you want to have the entire everybody watch as you cast a spell on him before he rolls? Oh God.
Yeah.
You
I
might
mean,
actually want to.
I don't-
yeah.
Roll a d4.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I have subtle spell.
Oh, you're gonna spend a sorcery point for it? Got it.
I'll spend a sorcery point for it.
11.
Sure.
Now that's an 11. Do you think an 11 is enough to stir the people?
Yes.
Does anyone have an inspiration point they can give?
No, I've been making funny jokes, but not that
Outside
funny.
of the game, if they don't get convinced at this point, man, these people are hella dumb.
I don't feel like I don't.
I don't know how much convincing we really need to do.
for anything.
I don't think I've been given an inspiration point, but I don't get them that often.
Do I
Then-
have one for doing the fucking recap 3 years in a row?
I guess that's
Hasn't been that
true.
long.
Yours-
Strawn has one for their speech from last session. I've
Oh.
been really bad about giving people inspiration. But yeah, that was.
Oh,
a
I
pretty
have
good
inspiration.
speech. You have
You can
inspiration. It's a pretty good
I
speech.
mean, I
I'll spend another
wrote,
point.
I
Yeah,
wrote
but
it
no.
down in everything, Mr. DM.
You got the inspiration. You got it. You can spend it now, or you can keep hold of it.
I mean-
what is it?
Does it, I'm
It's a free
Just
reroll.
It's a free
I'm curious.
Reroll.
Does the guidance carry over to that roll too, or is it
Yeah,
a?
it does.
the
It's the
guidance
same
carries
roll. It's the
Two
same
would
plus 2.
Add
Yeah.
to whatever
I
they
see.
reroll. Which a 2 is pretty good on guidance.
I mean, it's about average. Oh no!
It was almost a 20.
So you still would keep the 11.
There are people that are like, so Shander Froth lied to us, and some people are just like, no, they're clearly lying to us, and so it's like you realize that you've accidentally caused a split,
A civil
pretty
war?
pretty much 50-50 split here. As Shander Froth sees the man on stage as he's walking by.
I'm going to.
No, wait.
Let's see what Shandafrost does, because his reaction might be everything.
And he is hearing that people are just like, Shander Froth lied to us, and other people are just like, these adventurers lied to us.
Can I cast?
No, I can't.
Can I cast?
Well, let's hear what he's gonna do,
Wait.
loser.
Can I cast thaumaturgy on the people that are saying Shanderfroth lied to us to make their voices 300% louder?
Sure.
Because if we can make their voices louder, it doesn't
It might
matter.
convince the other people,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter if their voices are 50-50 split if they sound louder.
Shander Froth walks up, and he hears the 3 times louder cries that Shander Froth lied to us. He hired those thugs to make himself look good. And other people turn around to see him, and oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how you count, Shander.
And some people are like for Shander turn around. It's like, go ahead and tell them. But he still isn't quite sure about the numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
I have business elsewhere to take care of. I will be back momentarily. As he starts walking
In Targo?
away.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Say hi to Nair.
Man never there for his people.
Is this
He's
the man
running
you
away,
want?
people.
Is this
He
the man
starts
you
running.
want leading you? I'm gonna.
He starts running.
This is a
Hunter's
one
mark.
cause. We don't need to go any further than this. Our opponent is literally running away after being confronted.
I'm gonna rally the
We
group
don't
behind
need
you.
to-
I say we take him and we throw him out of town. And then the other people start cheering. It's like the
You might
people
as
who
well
had
live
faith in
Targus, buddy.
the people who had faith in him. Like half the people just see that he's running away from this ordeal. It's
I'm
like,
gonna use dancing lights and give spotlight to him as he books it.
Shander Froth, what do you do? It was true then. As they all start running after him. And
I will turn to the bandit and be like,
No,
Thank you for your
could he have his
confession.
gold back, please?
yeah,
Robbing from relatively innocent people is not our modus operandi up to this point.
No, but it is very funny.
It was more a
for
theatrical
yourself.
thing.
We
They-
can indeed just kind of follow him. It is funny to watch him run.
I'm
That
people-
pocketing the gold
they're-
for now.
there are
I'll-
people.
I will
Yeah,
pull out 10 gold from my own.
Yeah, I was gonna
My own
say I'm
session.
gonna pull out gold for him. Then I'll give him an extra
Yeah.
5.
there
I'll give him
are.
the other 5.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Brent.
Yeah, like half the town right now are running after Shander Froth.
Okay.
And
Oh, it's included.
the proceedings of the next few hours are people have tied him up and have started like heave ho like a log, toss him out of town.
My brain was gonna say into a wood chipper.
Oh,
No,
I don't
no,
know.
out
I
of
don't know
town,
why.
out of town.
I
He's no
just
longer
heard the
welcome
log.
here.
So he
Throw
was
him in
running out
the
of-
water!
Wait.
Oh, wait.
So he was running out of town, but instead they tied him up to throw him out of town.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
tied him up to throw him out
You
of
don't
town.
get
You
to
make
leave
a
on your
message
own.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you gotta.
We
You lied to the people.
We
here.
win by default though, and his log company gets absorbed by the state.
That's called nationalizing a business.
Throughout the day, there is a lot of people like thanking you for like showing this development, like the bad side of Shander Froth. And a lot of paperwork.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Oh no!
Allow me!
Basically,
have done this.
because of just like how much of like the political side of this, and I feel like you guys don't necessarily want to get all like you've won the election.
We did it.
You've been brought all of it like after quite a bit of paperwork is signed. Stranne is officially recognized by the people to be this town speaker. Olivessa leads you four over to the speaker's house, of which, of course, is now Stranne's. And it's
Nice.
basically the end of the day. It's well into the night by this time. As you guys now have a speakership in Goodmead. You had an orientation through the rest of the day. And now everybody knows you guys to be the heroes that saved them from not only giants, but now also corrupt politicians.
The best.
you now have a base of operations in Goodmead. Speaker's house. There's quite a lot of stuff from the previous. There's quite a lot of stuff from the old speaker. That's basically the cheering you got throughout the night. And now another sleepless night for Stranne and Aurelia, as it is the next day. What do you guys want to do?
I want to put, and I'm thinking about the math here, 24 gold into leather armor and 4 spears, 4 of each, in order to start like a guard thing.
There's already a militia.
I want to add to it.
Okay.
Now
Who
that
are
we
you
have
adding?
other
Build an
towns
army!
angry at us.
Do we ever get paid for anything, by the way? Because I am not very rich.
We were supposed to be paid for the mead hall stuff, but we were waiting on shipment prices and stuff to come back.
It's been a few days since then.
Yeah.
But you eventually, basically the mead hall has said, like, all we can really afford to give you guys right now is 50 gold. We hope that's enough. We hope that's enough.
50 gold.
That's 5 times
now.
more than half.
50
I'll be able to beat that guy up every night for a week.
That's
And-
split
and-
between 4 people.
If you guys want to. At the speaker's house, there is the 4 of you that are currently staying there. All of us has visited and whatnot. But in the other room, there is, of course, the 5th person, the thug, who you've now understood the name is Nathaniel. He's just like, hello then. Fancy digs?
What's up, Nate?
He like does the finger crossbows at you.
Finger crossbows.
There's no guns in this world.
The gold gets split into 12, 12, 13, 13.
Yeah.
Who wants to take what?
If there's something specific that you guys like wanted for one individual, you could just not split it up and try to get that. But of course, you would know that in
That's also
Goodmead,
true.
there's not like armor
I'll take
you
the
can
12
necessarily. You can't really just buy armor here. There's actually not like. There's a general goods store. You could probably get rations and whatnot and food, and you get that here. But the services here aren't like adventuring supplies.
I'll take 1 point of extra gold for now because I need to start saving for extra armor when I
Then-
can get something elsewhere.
Then does that mean I can't commission armor?
Not here. We have
Not
to get
here.
it.
You'd have to go somewhere else.
Then
Probably
I used
the nearest-
4 gold for the spears we made.
You don't need to do that. The militia already has armaments.
I wanted more.
They're
you
good
give,
for now.
You
Fine.
give them 4 gold then, and they're like, thanks, and they walk away.
Well, now I feel dumb. I'm taking it back. I'll
What-
take the 13
You
gold.
know what we could start repairing.
You're taking the 13?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
Indigo
I'll take
took
the-
12,
I'll take the
John
12
took 12.
I took a
Wait, I thought he
13.
was-
Oh, you took a 13?
I took a
Yeah, he's taking
13
12.
because I'm still saving for armor.
Oh, I got you.
All right, I'll do 12.
Okay.
Um,
Then
I could
it's at
also
this-
just loan you money. I have money.
it's at this
I have
point that I would
71
like
gold.
to. I'd like to ask you guys, kind of. You guys own the speaker's house now. You have the speakership of Goodmead, which means that you are now in the speaker of council, the council of speakers now, for all of 10 towns who make decisions about what to do.
Oh, we're gonna be really annoying to get in contact with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? It's almost like becoming politicians was a bad idea.
No, it wasn't.
No,
you
it
saw
was
the
not-
guy.
It was not a bad idea. It was
It's
just
a good idea to prevent
just-
him from becoming the
Yes.
speaker, but it doesn't mean that we have
We
any
can transfer
place to
speakership to someone we like.
No, we're not gonna transfer speakership. We are, however, going to delegate a lot of tasks.
All of us
will be the
has said
figure.
that they are perfectly fine with doing that. And Nate needs a place to hide out, so if you just give him
There you
paperwork
go.
to do, he will
Yeah.
stay at the speaker's house in hiding and
That's
just kind of like do whatever job you guys
Hold on a
need him to
second.
do.
Hold on a second. Instead of in hiding, right? Why don't we just make him a government official? If he gets attacked, the entire political world technically would have a.
Because the guy looking for him is also a government official, which means if anyone can deal
the
with
guy
him,
that's
it'd be
looking
that
for him
guy.
should be near Lafayette.
You're laughing at that.
Near Laughing.
Which who's not near whatever his name is.
Near
Near Maxwell Dinar.
He's another 10-town speaker.
Yeah, he's another political. We are now on the same level.
Yeah, he's
Wait, speaker of Targus? Targus? I thought those were two different people.
No, Targos is a place.
Yeah, he's
Targus is a
town
place.
speaker of Targos.
Yeah,
He's a town
town
speaker of the guy where Garrett lives.
They are one and the same.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Garrett?
He's the guy
Garrett's
that
the
you
dog
saved.
guy.
The dog guy.
You weren't there technically.
Oh, yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he was the mountain climb quest. That's the guy you saved from the
Even
Yetis.
then, it's not like you can actually act on it in another town. If a government official suddenly gets murdered, that's going to be a way bigger deal than
So
sending some
for now
dudes
it'll
to
be
beat up.
fine.
a
You're-
guy.
so you're-
he's a good hideout, though.
So you've offered Nathaniel the a prominent position in Goodmead's workforce, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's government force.
Council.
Clerical place.
He's a priest now.
Not with clerical.
Oh, I know. He can be Gerald's protege.
No,
we,
God, no.
We cannot make him treasurer though, because he will spend that on alcohol.
He
Oh, yeah,
is
no,
secretary, and he is doing my paperwork while we are
Yep.
gone. That is that.
He
Let's move
holds
on.
our meetings.
So I wanna
So
know what
saying
you
is
guys.
he's now the speaker of Goodmead.
he is the guy that answers the phone essentially.
Yeah.
He is not the speaker of Goodmead.
So he does crossbow finger, points, but he answers a phone.
If at any point we get a sending stone, we need to give it to this guy because that's the only way anyone will be able to get a hold of us.
All right. Okay, so you have a house now. You guys are homeowners, which is great. Do you guys know about a couple things going on in 10 Towns? I want to ask you the question about what your guys' next move is. You are now the speakers of Goodmead. One of you is the speaker of Goodmead. Now you have political sway in the entire political structure of 10 Towns.
Yes. Established.
Yes, established. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do now?
We have some quests to finish so we can be level 4.
No.
And then I think once we're level 4 is about the jumping off point when we can start getting involved in some serious shit. But also, I think now that we have political sway, we can start learning about serious shit because I think that's pretty important.
So here's what you know right now. Just period. You know that there's something going on in Caer Koenig. That people, like some sort of invisible thieves, people have been like being robbed. You know, from Copper Knobberknocker from Brynchander that he has a friend up north in a cabin somewhere that he has not heard from in a while and he's worried about. And he did ask you guys if you're ever in the area to check it out, please. But of course, it's like at your own pace whenever you can. It was more like just a request because you were passing through. If you can do that, you know that. You also know that south of town, somewhere, more towards the mountain
near
ridge,
Duggan's Hole.
Stranne has been receiving some weird messages from that direction. Telepathically in their head that they have still consistently been getting.
I vote we go to Duggan's Hole and deal with the mysterious head messages.
I vote we stay away from Duggan's Hole as long as humanly possible.
Head at Duggan's Hole?
Yeah, head at Duggan's Hole.
I vote that
And I want to go ahead and draw it out here because I feel like that's important. Around the area where you feel like you're getting the messages, because you can almost pinpoint it like a fucking dowsing rod, Stranne. Somewhere in that area is the best you can tell.
pinpoint like a dowsing rod. And then you drew the
You feel
biggest
like-
fucking circle on the map.
I think all
You
of
feel
Kent
like-
Big as
is
10
that hole.
towns.
The closer you
Anywhere.
get, the smaller that circle gets. But I'm saying that's the general location where the signal's kind of coming
Hang on,
from.
Anywhere
triangulating.
from 10 trails
I
to
think
the
it's right
spine
here.
of the world.
It is not. I'll already save you the spoils. It is not right there, actually.
It's
I-
probably right here.
Whoops.
Then I think we should go to Duggan's Hole and then go there, right?
Yeah,
No,
I think we should go to
I-
Vegas.
You can always do
I think-
that, yeah.
I think we should probably get to 4th level at least before we start investigating random fucking signals.
Well, there's no place to
Around
gain levels
third.
like Duggan's
What do
Hole.
you mean there's 2 places to gain
You
levels
could
that
always
aren't
go to Duggan's
Duggan's
Hole. Yeah, you could always go to Duggan's Hole regardless.
There's got to be a quest at the Duggan's
There's
Hole.
literally 2 quests that aren't
There
Duggan's
must
Hole.
be.
Why does
Yes, but
everyone
there
want to
must
go to
be.
Duggan's Hole? We know
Who
it
doesn't
sucks.
want to go to the
Did
Duggan's
you
Hole?
read its name?
It's Duggan's Hole. I came to 10 towns just to get to Duggan's
Fair.
Hole, but do you see how inconvenient it is to get there? 10 Trails
Fair.
doesn't lead there directly. You literally
Fair
have to go
Connie.
through like 12
It's
other
a-
towns.
Yeah, Caer Konig has the invisible people.
Okay.
Lonely Wood has the person we have to check up on. Honestly,
You
if
know
we're doing
just
Caer
north.
Konig,
Like, I even wrote it down on the map there. Like, you can kind of
Yeah.
see the little mark
honestly,
up
if
there.
we're doing Caer Konig, it's probably going to take us to Kelvin's Cairn, and then we could probably do the old cabin, and then we could probably just head back down to Bryn Shander from there.
I do want to point out, just as like a
Go to
game
Duggan's
master,
Hole.
every town has a quest that you can do.
Oh,
Good-
that's
Duggan's
there's a
Hole.
quest
We
for
could
Duggan's
also
Hole.
go, we could also just stop
Sounds
at
like-
East Haven then, because we haven't done one there yet.
Sure, then we'll
Yeah,
go
but
to
it
East
sounds
Haven
like we
and
could head
Duggan's
on over
Hole,
to
and then we
I
Duggan's
go.
Hole.
don't want to go to Duggan's Hole. It
No,
sucks.
I mean though, if we go to East Haven,
Strawn
we can go
is
to
not
Duggan's
a
Hole,
hole,
and then we
That's
can go to
exactly
Cairn.
why I want to head to that hole.
no, don't want to go.
The
then that-
noises
that's your
that
problem.
he is hearing, just pain, and it's not even the signal.
Yeah,
Then-
it's just Indigo trying to inform the party that Duggan's Hole is the worst place in
But-
fucking 10 towns.
But if your concern is we should get to 4th level before going to that area, then we should go East Haven, Duggan's Hole, then that area.
Dude, we should
That's
just,
the that's the two
just
levels
not
we need.
touch Duggan's Hole. I would
Then
rather
what's the other one?
I would rather walk through Red Waters. I would rather walk through the fucking place than go to Duggan's Hole.
Nah, I think
There's no
I think we need to face our fears. You know, it's not good to fear Duggan's Hole.
I vote.
It's
vote-
not a fear. It's an because fear implies that you like don't know what's gonna happen. I'm well
No,
aware
it
that Duggan's Hole
doesn't.
sucks. Yes, it is.
You can be scared of something knowing what it is.
no.
Yeah, very much.
Um,
Excuse me,
I-
people that have fear of heights. Sorry, I've never seen a height before.
I don't know what a tall is.
I don't know what a tall is either. Manlit, right?
I think then at the very least we should move to East Haven next. Regardless of what our step is after, we need to go to East
We
Haven,
could
then,
also-
right?
But I mean, we could go to
head over to Duggan's Hole.
Or spend twice as long getting to Kierkenig for one quest.
but we know that quest.
We can, but we know there's a quest at East Haven.
We know there is a quest at East Haven, but what if the East Haven quest is like, yeah, what you're gonna want to do is go to the spine of the world.
You're gonna want to go to Duggan's Hole.
yeah, what if
Yeah, hopefully it is.
and we get both quests out of the way?
Well, look,
It's-
here's my proposition. As a man with a wisdom of 20, here's my proposition. Since we don't know what the quest in Duggan's Hole is, and we don't know what the quest in East Haven is, why don't we just? They're only like 2 hours away. Let's just split up. 2 of us go to one, 2 of us go to the other.
No,
find
we're
out
not
what the
splitting
quest
up.
is.
We complete two
I'm
quests
not
at the
gonna
same
have
time.
to fucking.
Okay,
the next
with that
quest
being
isn't gonna
said,
be finding who
everybody
stole
goes
your
into
kitties
town.
at Duggan's Hole.
It's important to know that the travel to Duggan's Hole is 4 hours. East Haven is 4.5
Yeah.
hours. Or sorry, East
No,
Haven is
It
4.5
sounds like
miles.
it's Duggan's Hole.
Why is it rated like that? It writes Duggan's Hole is 4 hours away, and it writes East Haven is 4.5 miles away. What the fuck is that shit?
Also, how the fuck is that? Makes no sense.
What if
People
you
I
walk
am-
way
I am
faster than a
reading
mile an hour, and Duggan's
I
Hole.
think it's
looks-
because I think it's
closer.
to measure like how like the snow terrain is.
I
Like the
do blame
tundra.
the snow. Yeah,
Yeah.
the snow would make.
East
Even
Haven.
there's a trail to both of them. So
There is a trail to both of them.
I vote we go East Haven.
All right, East Haven.
East
Duggan's
Haven, you guys are
Hole.
going to
We can
East
at least
Haven?
agree on East Haven. East Haven next.
All right, give me a moment to get
Fucking
literally all of these. I was not ready for you guys to go to East Haven. Well, I mean, I
Wait,
was
were
ready
you
for you
ready
guys.
for us to
I had
go
set up
there?
everything. I had set up.
we can go
Don't
to Cairn.
worry. Don't worry.
No, hey,
Here's the
no,
thing.
we'll go to Cairn
everybody,
next.
shush. It's all right. It's okay.
Content.
Duggan's
Content.
Hole. Duggan's Hole and East Haven are already all set up. I have all their stuff there. I just wasn't expecting to go there today. So in fact of mind being ready, I wasn't ready for either of them.
We can do Care Konig if
Well,
it'll
does
be
it make you
easier
more
for you.
comfortable if you do
matter,
something
it's fine.
else?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Does it
You
make
guys
you
can do
more
what you want.
comfortable
You can
if
do
we,
what you want. You can
Head
do
on
what
over
you
to
want.
Shagnarn River.
No,
East
You do-
Haven,
you don't get to go. Okay, so you're going to East
4.5
Haven.
miles an hour.
4.5 miles.
Why are we like this? Why?
Because you make everything so much difficult.
I'm not. I'm making everything difficult. Why is it an argument that I have to tell you guys not to go to the objectively worst place?
Because
on the
we have
map?
to go there anyway.
We don't have to
What do you
go
want to get
there
to the middle of a
now.
lake?
Sorry, guys, you shouldn't ride that roller coaster. It's kind of exhilarating.
No, it's like, hey guys, you guys really shouldn't sit in this fucking cesspool of shit in the septic
But
tank.
if we have
and
to
you guys
get
are
through
like,
that to go
but-
somewhere,
but why? And it's like, why do I have to explain that you shouldn't sit in the shit?
Literally, all you've said is
want you-
Duggan's Hole bad.
I
All
want
it
you-
does is
no,
make you want to go there more.
The first time we talked about Duggan's Hole, we literally said it's full of like inbred, like terrible
what?
people.
You know
and
what?
Shit and
That
piss.
sounds awesome.
we can make you 1,000 times happier. Okay, look, you are. What are you? What's your class again?
Arrange.
A ranger. Great. Then we can go to East Haven, right?
Mhm.
And then you see how there's this like icy river right here. We cross that, and we don't even have to go to Duggan's Hole. We go around Red Waters the other way.
Oh, let's
Huh?
take this
Does that
one
make you
step.
happier?
Let's take this
Does that
one
make you
step at a
happier?
time. Where do you guys want to go? You want to go to East Haven? We're going to East Haven. All right. So you guys, you get in
I can
contact
say
with.
that all I want. Zaltu wants to go to Duggan's Hole.
You get in contact. Okay.
I was a
Hey.
different character.
Hey.
I have.
Chill your tits. You tits. They're
I
chill.
have-
Mine are
They're not
cold.
chill.
I have an
Hopefully, the quest at East Haven is like, oh, we need you to go pick up some things from Duggan's Hole.
What's up, Gerald? What do you want? What do you want to say?
Just coin flip it.
All right.
No.
Okay, let's
No,
coin
East
flip it if you
Haven.
want. Roll a d2.
we-
All right, we're
We
going to East
agreed
Haven.
on East Haven.
We're going to East
Well,
Haven.
Two
All right.
of us did.
All right. I'm so fucking. Just decide, please.
East Haven.
already decide.
East
All right.
Haven.
Okay, so you get in contact with Olivessa, which I believe is the name. I forget, and also Nate, and you're like, "We're going to East Haven." Do you give a reason why?
Yeah, we're telling them that we've got some exploration to do. We were going to take care of something in Care Konig, but then I'm sure they heard the discussion because it was like in our meeting room, and we were just fucking
We're
shouting,
like
and
slamming
screaming
on the desk.
for 2 fucking hours.
It's so great. It's so great. All right.
I'm just
So-
sitting in a fucking corner staring at a wall.
Yeah, like they understand that a lot of discussion happened.
I can't wait to be able to cast suggestions. We can go
Oh
to
my
Duggan's Hole.
God.
My wisdom saves are incredible. Suck my dick.
Yeah, my
Style after it wears
saving requirement is pretty incredible too.
All right. So Olivessa is like, we'll take care of things here, I guess, and she looks over at Nate. Until you
won't-
get back.
We won't be gone very long.
Well, don't
Nate's
make
trustworthy.
promises.
He'll be
I feel
good.
like you're going to head to Duggan's Hole next, so I feel like you'll come through here when that happens. So
Your mama's hole.
Yeah, if I can help it, no, but I make no promises. I have lost control over this group. I don't think I ever really had it.
Speaking
Well-
of which, you did like hire us to do a job.
I did. I hired all of you, and I don't
And
feel like I
now
ever
I'm in a
really had
position-
to.
Yes, so I
Higher than
haven't
you.
been paid yet.
Yes, I paid all of
So,
them.
like, while you guys are walking out of Goodmead, you're just still arguing about all.
Oh yeah.
Here's the problem. You paid
This
others,
is-
John.
This is a completely different dynamic from fucking the Westward Trail when like everyone was like kind of fucking chill and like Clayton was like a little bit off the rails a bit, like he could get distracted sometimes. And, like now it's all of us just like, no, what there's a fucking difference.
A lot of personalities.
Yeah. A little bit. It feels a little bit different. I feel like we at least could agree on a direction easier in Western
Well, yeah,
Trail.
it's because we only had one quest at a time. Now that we have a choice, it becomes way more difficult.
All right.
Yeah, the Western Trail was like very much a much more like one overarching quest. So it's like we do this and we go there, and then we find other stuff that's like along the way. And whereas this
Or
is like
that we should do instead.
Figured
we
it out.
finished this thing, try
The book wrote it as a typo. They wrote miles, they meant hours because I looked up somewhere else. I looked up in East Haven's travel to Good Meat. It's 4.5 hours. So
Okay, so
Yeah,
to
all
East
right.
Haven.
So you guys take off early in the morning, using the aurora's lights, and you guys do travel through the snowy trails. There's a bit of a blizzard at one point, but a good thing it passed very fast, and you managed to make the journey safely to East Haven. And I can go ahead and bring us all to the map there now.
New map.
New map.
Oh,
I'll make the navigation for all
shit.
players.
oh my
It is
god.
a big town.
incredible.
East Haven is one of the main towns in.
She dummy thick.
Can we buy
We
armor
can buy
here?
something here.
You
Oh,
could
shit.
probably
Yeah.
buy stuff here, yeah.
Fuck.
You can. The services here are 3 snowflakes.
I was worried we were gonna have to walk all the way back to Bryn Shander. I'm an idiot.
Or maybe
Yeah,
we could buy
the-
a set of armor at Duggan's Hole.
There is.
You can't buy shit at Duggan's Hole.
So
you know,
obviously-
buy
I'm pretty sure if nothing else, you could buy
you
shit at
can't buy
Duggan's Hole.
shit. If there's one thing you can buy, it's shit.
Hey, the map loaded.
So you guys end up in East Haven, and it is a much
Holy shit,
bigger town. There's no like real big walls covering the location. I do have a sort of image. I believe I should.
Oh man, it's Lake Dennis here.
No,
That's
I don't-
Loch Dennis here.
And just to
That's
kind of
lack,
show
that's
off
French,
some
not
stuff.
Loch L-O-C-H.
Here is.
I
East-
learned an entire Irish accent for a character that the campaign disbanded. I will use it whenever I can.
This is not. Never mind.
So
I
I'll be
will.
showing
I
you.
don't care
Well,
whether or
what?
not. I will. I don't care whether or not it's supposed to be Irish. I will use it.
So you guys notice, you do notice the heraldry that is above like the big little stronghold here on the bottom left there on your way into the East Hold. The heraldry of East Haven, showing that it's
That's like-
landlocked, the brown indicating land, while the blue indicating the river, and all that stuff. I'm sure there's more stuff there. I just wanted to show you guys the heraldry. This is the real picture I wanted to show you of kind of what East Haven looks like. Blam! There you go. It's kind of like the Aurora. You actually kind of see that now. The Aurora kind of hovering over the very
that's pretty.
steep,
I
very
don't see
steep.
It you know it looks like
Far Harbor.
it looks like somebody painted the sky over the clouds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it looks like the painting started as all clouds and they chose to paint sky. Like instead of clouds in that situation.
I don't know if you can see the picture yet that I had sent.
Yeah.
All right.
Just,
Is the water not frozen here?
The water is absolutely frozen. That is ice right there. Solid ice.
Oh, it looked liquid in the photo.
It was like the
looks liquid.
reflection of the aurora.
yeah. Impressive that snow has not piled up on the ice, though.
It is strange. Wow.
Yes, you know that snow comes from the sky and like falls down on hard surfaces.
No, we live in a desert.
There
I mean,
is
Shit.
while you're walking through town, there you every so often you see like on a post somewhere that there's like a little sign that says "Watch thy pockets." You're not entirely sure what that's about. Maybe somebody
they
here
gonna
can
do?
give me an intelligence check about East Haven to know more information about it.
I
The
feel
people
like
that
I'm
probably-
pretty. I feel like I do understand, but I'll give it an.
Have I sold
intelligence
anyone
check.
insurance here into just normal intelligence?
Yeah, it'd be it.
Or
Yeah, it would
history.
just be it. Well, no, it doesn't fucking matter. Well, you don't really know. You haven't really been to East Haven too much.
I haven't left
John,
like the single bar I
you're-
work at.
your knowledge of sales here from other insurance sellers, kind of, like you've done research into the town as well. And Indigo, you just know everything about everything apparently. You would know that
Killed the guy here.
East Haven has a lot of ties into more criminal backgrounds. Like it started when, obviously much like Icewind Dale, a lot of people escaping prosecution from the law came here.
Oh man,
And started-
so much better than Duggan's Hole, huh?
Yeah,
Indigo.
And
Yes.
something you would know about
3-star
a
services.
lot of the pickpockets that have lived here, there, and started families, and of course generation after generation. And a lot of the callback to that start with this town is that thievery is legal. Pickpocketing is
Shit,
very
dog.
legal here.
I bother. Oh, dude. What? Wait. So you can just I'm assuming. Wait. So I can just blast into a building, steal shit, and walk out.
More
That's
like
a-
just
I don't think that's
picking
the same.
people's pockets. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the destruction of property is one thing. If you can actually
like,
get
figuratively, if I just grab someone,
I
just, like,
suppose it's fine.
grab someone, rifle through their shit, and rip it out.
Well,
that's
the
fine.
issue is, I think the person is going to have a problem with you.
And you'd have to
Well,
do
yeah,
it
what are they
first
gonna
motion
do?
with
I
the
mean,
actual
honestly,
system.
the peasants.
it's purely up to your alignment and whether or not you would steal from people constantly. But it's more along the lines you would understand.
Insurance salesman. I don't know what you expect from me.
You would understand it to mainly be along the lines of pickpocketing specifically. Like they don't realize that they've been robbed.
But here's the thing,
It's
right?
legal if you get caught.
And here's my big problem with this is if it's only legal if they haven't realized it, then it's no different than actual pickpocketing.
Pickpocketing is still illegal, actually, even if they haven't realized it. It's still technically illegal. Anyway, Indigo just sort of like looks over the thing and goes, "Be careful. A lot of people here will try to take your things. Watch your pockets. Keep your hands on your valuables. Cover
Blah
yourself."
blah blah.
I position like leaflets for the insurance company in like very obvious places.
Instead of like where he would normally keep cash in his wallet, it's just pamphlets.
It's like, have you or a loved one? I don't know the American ad. I've only recognized it from memes.
I don't know.
if you
If
were
you or a
loved
loved one suffered from mesothelioma, you're entitled to financial compensation.
Exactly. That's the one.
Indigo keeps on high alert. I'm gonna take Aurelia with me, and we're gonna look for some armor.
Is that because I told you I have money?
It's entirely because you told me you have money.
I'm gonna head on over to the wet trout.
Nice.
All right. So you guys are splitting up. Understood. The good news
Actually,
is that
and you know what? On top of that, I'm gonna cast. Well, I don't know if those would actually work. I guess it's only an attack. Would Sanctuary actually prevent people from pickpocketing me without it?
no, just
making an attack.
Not really, just an attack.
Give me a second. Okay, so you want to go to the wet trout. You guys want to go try to find a place to buy armor. The good news is that you guys are kind of walking in tandem for a while until you get to what is close to as square as you possibly can think of, because there is a massive crowd of people currently gathered around what looks to be a pyre, as there is somebody tied to it.
Burn the witch!
Do you think we could steal the person without them noticing?
the person currently tied to the pyre appears to be dressed in red robes with a red pointy wizard's hat. And not long
Does
after
this look like cultish?
No, it looks like a public
Does
execution.
this look like a normal wizard who's just happened to have a bad day, or does this look like a uniform?
Give me an intelligence check.
All right. Why is that a wisdom check?
Can
Because it's not you're looking back on your memory of things. Ooh.
Can I do a religion check on this?
It's not a religion check, it's an intelligence check.
Okay, can I give it a general intelligence check?
Yeah, you can go and do that.
I'll give it a shot.
Guidance.
Awesome. D4.
You both unfortunately don't
Hold
know,
on,
like
D4. 11.
you all, unfortunately, you don't really know. You feel like the robes are probably more depictive of more of an organization or something like that, but you can't put your finger on what. As you guys approach the pyre and see the crowd, you at that point notice that they have indeed lit the flames as the wizard in red starts screaming in agony as he is lit a flame and is burning alive.
I want to use control flame. Yeah, I want to use control flame to pull it back down, and I want to ask questions first.
Thaumaturgy, can I just change the color of fire to blue?
What? I can do that with control flame.
No,
I'm gonna go on forward to the wet trout. I'm like,
because control flame has a distance, correct?
It has a 60-foot distance and a
by the
5-foot
time
cubic
you
effect.
by the time you get close enough for it to be effective, you notice that the figure in the flames has slumped over dead.
Spare the dying. It's too late. He's on fire. It's fucked.
You gotta touch him, yeah.
And I do actually have a picture.
Oh boy, this is what I wanted to see.
Oh man, I love dead bodies.
I love Bloodborne.
As you see that everybody's crowded around him, they all lift their hands up to feel the warmth of the fire.
So
Okay,
are we out of whale blubber? What happened here?
Somebody who was nearby, close enough to hear, what appears to be a elven woman of some kind, or a half-elven woman, does step up. She appears to be armored and whatnot, and she says, "He's a red wizard of Fae. He hired adventurers to go seek out something, and then once they found what it was, he killed them all."
Yeah, deserved then.
What did he hire them to find?
Good question.
You didn't ask?
You didn't ask him?
He wouldn't
Are you
ask.
serious?
He was
You
willing
wouldn't
to
say.
kill over it, and you didn't figure out what it was?
He wouldn't say.
Did they even get it?
They don't know.
Good question. We only learned
So,
about
what-
their deaths at his hands, mainly to confession.
You people
And-
are really unorganized, aren't you?
Hold on.
I assure
That's
you
pretty-
that this is absolutely organized.
No, this does look rather
No.
organized. Give me Indigo gestures to the crowd. Now, I will give you this is organized. Question.
Answer?
Okay. Where did he send them?
We don't know. We know when they got
Hmm.
back, he killed them.
So how did you know that they even like he even sent them somewhere? Where did this information come from?
We found the bodies.
Okay, let me ask a different question. Is there anyone here more informed than you?
I assure you, no. My name is Captain Arlagath. I'm captain of the guard. And she holds out her hand.
Oh, good. Glad to know
That
the
is-
city is in such competent hands.
That is.
I assure you, you're only getting tidbits of information here. There was an investigation.
I'm sorry.
We weren't able.
My friend here is rather unnerved at the sight of fire. His companion was burst into flames spontaneously. We believe it to be the work of the Frostmaiden.
You know that you have to
Wait.
roll deception, right?
And, listen, Indigo doesn't care whether or not they believe it. He just says shit. Indigo,
Yes, you know, the Frostmaiden is well known to like cast fireball.
yeah, Indigo doesn't give a
The
shit.
dichotomy of the elements.
Indigo goes, we come up from Goodmead. We're here to do a little bit of trading and just have a sort of discussion with the local towns and presidents. We're newer to the sort of political sphere and discussions of other towns.
I'm not sure I believe you, to be honest.
That's fine. A few things in there were not true. Mainly the spontaneous combustion thing. But I am here to do trading and have discussions with other towns. Strawn, Aurelia, does somebody else want to take this from me? I don't know what to do.
Yes. Jesus. God. You know you can't talk to people.
I don't know what to do. I just start doing things.
Wait
I-
for
I
one
just
of
like
us
lean
to
into the
answer. I
captain. I'm
had
like,
something I was gonna
usually we
do.
will-
my stomach hurts.
Please don't summon your Drake right now.
It's hard.
I don't want to hear about that.
My stomach.
Aurelia will, like, while she's trying to handle Indigo, Aurelia will, like, put a hand on her shoulder and kind of be like, I'm not from around here. Is this normal? Should I be worried that this is happening? I just want some information on whether or not this is, like,
I
a
assure
common
you.
occurrence.
I assure you this isn't a common occurrence, but it is also rightfully deserved.
Is she lying? Is any of this just a lie?
You don't feel like this is a lie. You feel like that
Okay.
this is just a public execution for a man, for a very, very evil man.
Well, I don't
Do I
believe
get
in the
any
death sentence.
sense that she, like,
Yeah.
going back specifically to the part where it said there was a long investigation and anything like that, do I get the sense that there is actually a long investigation, there is
There-
actual information, it's just that she's
there
not going to
is-
share it with random strangers on the street?
Pretty much, right?
Okay.
I'm going to walk with her, and I'm just gonna
she actually
doesn't budge.
give me a moment. She's kind of still standing with all of you, and she goes, "You all appear to be rather well armed."
Yes, actually, we're kind of known in several towns for taking care of problems.
Yes, we murdered people who were bad, much like you.
Oh.
Well, we don't know if you're of your intentions exactly.
No, not that. That's not. I meant we murder like her, not bad like her.
Oh, okay.
Then I would like to ask for your help in an endeavor.
We would.
I'm sorry? You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
Hello? Spooky?
Hello.
Yeah, apparently. Just boom.
Fucking dead, dude.
Oh yeah, they got disconnected too.
I do notice
Or at
I have
least-
yellow bars. That might be because I'm in Iceland, though.
I can't stand this people.
Oh, there you are.
Unplugged this
What-
computer on accident, so I have to switch over the mic to my computer.
Oh, right. That's why Chef disconnected. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
logging back in right now.
Yeah, I can hear everything now. I was trying really hard not to unplug my mic, unplug my fucking computer. Fucking cords are all over the
Then what?
goddamn
What
place.
you cut out? What did you say to her after she asked
he
for help in
will-
endeavor?
He will say that we are more than happy to lend our services. I mean, we do kind of require a compensation, but it's an arguable price, and it depends on what exactly you need from us. We're very
Then-
well equipped to handle these situations.
If you wouldn't mind, I could escort you over to the local inn, so that way we can have a bit more privacy. Well, less
Absolutely,
privacy,
right
more
after you.
warmth. More warmth is what I would prefer to say. It's just fairly crowded. here.
Indigo gestures to the fire.
Yeah, it's a change of scenery. A change of scenery might be for the best.
A change in smell too.
Fair enough.
Indigo is not bothered by the smell of burning flesh, but does not elaborate as to why.
While you guys are walking, I don't know if you guys caught on, but in the opening cutscene to this entire game, I believe I did introduce Captain Arlagath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, well,
Yes.
never mind then. So you
They were
guys go
doing
to the white.
Sacrifice.
You guys go to the White Lady Inn, and there's currently a what appears to be a gnome currently playing on the lute for various different patrons in the tavern.
What's his name?
It's good.
What's that
good
gnome's
question.
name?
Gnomeshire.
Gnome buddy.
Nobody.
Sherlock gnomes.
Gnomeo.
That one's stupid.
His name is Ronaldo.
yeah, that's the one. They
Oh,
made a
I'm
movie
sorry.
out of.
He's not a gnome. He's a halfling. My bad.
Never
A
mind, his name's
halfling.
Dr.
Who,
Phillips.
What's the
Okay, well now they're all stupid. No, none of them work.
he
And
is.
people say
a-
I'm the racist one.
He is. Oh, that is Ronaldo. He plays here often.
Oh well, he seems to be really good. You know, I too can play the lute.
I play the bagpipes.
No one asked.
Alright.
What is it that you wanted to talk about?
Yes, there. And she leads you over to a deeper part of the tavern. It's not necessarily, and she does explain. It's not necessarily a private matter. It's just the town militia is very swamped right now with a lot of different things going on, and we just don't have the manpower. Several fishermen have gone missing lately, and we just can't spare the men to go out and search for them.
Wait, so there is water out there, or is this ice
There-
fishing?
Eventually, you push far enough, you reach water.
It's
I mean,
rather
okay.
it's rather dangerous to go fishing around there, but there are fishermen that drag boats out to
Oh,
where
okay.
there is more open water, and to partake in the lucrative trade of, trout.
Whale oil.
Yeah, that's more so
Baby
towards
seal bodies.
that's more towards the ocean. Around here, at Lechtonshire, it's pretty much just hammerhead trout. I believe that's the name. Mr. Game Master might have gotten the wrong name. It's possible. But they're just like these big trout with massive foreheads that are pretty common around here. Most of your food is probably made from it. It's one of the few things that is in abundance in Icewind Dale.
Damn.
Yeah.
Massive forehead.
Massive forehead. I have a picture I can show you from somewhere else. This is
Please show me a picture of your massive forehead.
The size of that forehead.
This one's been stuffed, but this is what they look like.
I love him so much.
Right. It's pretty
Does he
much they
sing
look
a
like.
little song when you push the button?
He's dead.
Well, we will also have to
That's a
grab some
different
supplies
story.
in town before we head out.
Allow me for a moment to get more of the information about the quest. Yeah.
That's fine. Take your time, ma'am.
Would
Four
any of these
fishermen-
missing fishermen happen to be in Duggan's Hole?
Stop trying to
Well,
take
they're-
us to Duggan's.
They're missing. How would they know?
Ma'am, can you explain to my comrade that he does not want to go to Duggan's Hole? I've tried so many times.
He's only made me want to go more.
It's
He's
unfortunate.
only made me crave the hole.
I simply must know what Duggan's Hole feels like.
4 fishermen have gone missing around Lactonashire. There's
He's completely ignoring us.
yeah, for doing about a 10-day ago. We essentially need you to take a skiff out there and scout out and try to find them. If you do this for me, I do have some way of rewarding you.
I assume it's okay if we gather resources first.
This is absolutely. I would recommend it. It's rather cold and difficult to traverse with all the ice flow.
Cold is not a problem for me
Or I.
or John.
No, I think
Yeah.
John.
No, I'm a tiefling, so
I'm-
actually,
Oh, that's right. I have a
No,
special thing.
no, tieflings are resistant to
Yeah,
heat.
they're to fire. I have a different thing that makes me resistant.
never mind.
There-
I'm normal then. I do wear 3 layers of clothes, however, seeing
As
as I have
for-
like normal clothes, then armor, and then a suit.
As for payment, I don't really have authorization to give cold hard gold. However, in the investigation of the Red Wizard of Thay, we have acquired some of his personal belongings that I'm sure nobody would mind going missing, especially if it was in the hands of capable people.
I regret to inform you that we are not in the need of junk. I assume that this is worthwhile material.
It is a, from what I understand, one of them is a spell scroll of Fireball, and the other is a gray bag of tricks.
Now, the scroll
I know
doesn't
what one of
exactly
those
catch
do.
my mind, but the bag of tricks is interesting.
They're both
They're useful.
They're both
but
instruments we would take and enjoy. Thank you.
You can only have one, but unfortunately,
I
I can't
would
have both
recommend-
going missing.
I would
The trick.
strongly
Yeah, the trick.
prefer the bag of tricks before.
We
the-
don't have a fucking wizard.
But of course, I can only let go with the object if you actually find the fisherman.
When we actually find.
When we find the fishermen, we killed giants back in Goodmead. I think you can trust in our expertise
We're very good at collecting information as he cracks his knuckles.
and finding people that we are looking for.
I believe
I
I
was a
had
man
heard
director.
something about people who have killed giants in Goodmead. That was you.
You
Nah.
know it.
Well then, very interesting.
In fact, you're in the presence of the town speaker right now as he gestures towards Strawn.
It's quite the prominent
Hello.
position to be traveling around with.
Yes,
It's a
they
plot.
don't
It's
really
important.
understand politics.
It's important to get fresh air, not lose your standing amongst the people.
It's good to keep your joints loose and remember where you came from.
I had heard that there was a election going on. I did not know the results were chosen yet.
A bit of a landslide.
Well,
If you want to loosen up, you should really head to Duggan's Hole.
I appreciate.
Oh, Duggan's hole keeps
Do
it
you
loose, all right.
Do you get paid an insurance premium if I keep like going there? Like, what's happening?
Yes, actually. We don't
Fuck.
cover Duggan's Hole specifically, so I keep having to tell people to go there.
Damn it! I knew it.
Then we get to collect.
Collect these nuts. Where are we going?
Well, first we're going to get our bearings, and then I assume we come to you for a skiff or the docks. Tell
Yeah,
them
should
send
we
us.
should we obtain information before gathering resources, or
You
should we
might
meet
have
with you
to
after?
rent out the skiff yourself. I could look into it, but you also need somebody to row it. Are any of you
I can
proficient
talk down
with
the
water?
price.
Are any of you proficient with water vehicles?
I'm an insurance salesman. Of course I am.
Mainly what I'm asking for is actual proficiency with water vehicles, which is a thing.
I'm not a soldier or a pirate.
Yeah.
I don't believe I am. I don't have my
might-
sheet or anything up because
You might
my
have to
thing
hire
died.
someone. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, we could hire somebody.
All right. Then
With all the money we
Yes.
Other than the fact that they were along the coastline, they would have had to carry out their boats more towards the edge where there is water. And she kind of points on the map. If you look on the Icewind Dale map, it's more towards like the right side of East Haven, more along those edges. But other than that, they don't have an amazing amount of information that they can. What are you fucking doing?
The map's broken for me.
Is it? You might have to refresh then.
There's a big gray square for some reason.
Yeah, I get the answer to your question.
You got that too. What about now?
There's the fourth.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Weird.
Hello?
I don't know.
Hello? Hello?
Weird.
I could only like load a different map and then reload that one. That's the only one I can think of.
That's weird.
So it's along that coastline to the right side of East Haven, to the east.
Oh no, it's all broken. Fuck.
You might have to refresh your page then.
Oh, mine's fine now. I refreshed it.
Other than that, that's all the information I can get. If you find the fisherman, I would be willing to part ways with the gray bag of tricks, or the spell scroll if that's what you prefer.
We'll see.
All right.
Gray bags of tricks are interesting.
Then, if that is all, I will make my departure. It has been a pleasure meeting you, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Duh.
You too, miss.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Would you happen to be able to set me up with your townspeak?
You mean like romantically?
I'm sure if you go to
Oh,
the...
You're getting
Northern?
up there.
If you make your way to the town hall, then I'm sure you could make a meeting with him.
Do we have
Okay,
like
thank you.
documentation that they're a town speaker? Are we just
You
saying
do.
that?
You do have documentation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the town speaker.
Yeah, because like it just happened, so I don't know if word got out exactly.
Yeah, but we did do a lot of
We literally we did all the paperwork and all that shit. Like that was
Yeah.
like a day that we did.
You do
that.
have documentation, yeah.
I have a badge.
Right. All right.
Then, other than that, if you are who you say you are, I'm not trying to call you a liar, but if you are who you say
No,
you
we
are,
are
and you provide
liars.
proper documentation, then by all means you should be able to get a meeting with a town speaker just fine. And allow me, because I totally was expecting you to ask this, I absolutely looked up the town speaker's name, so I had it on memory. Dennis Whalen.
Venezuelan. Kind of sounds like Venezuela.
A little bit.
And there you go.
I was close on the spelling.
Dennis Wayland, who is the town speaker for East Haven. In that time, though, if you do not mind, I will excuse myself. I do have other matters to attend to today.
That you may.
Okay.
The moment
Okay.
she's gone, Aurelia will like huddle in with the group and be like, "So we might need to come into some money. I'm really good at performances. We can do like street performances. Maybe get some donations that way. I mean, we could hold some kind of a rally, get some charity going.
I mean, we have some
could-
money already. We just need to grab our supplies and see what we have after the interim.
That's where I'm kind of concerned. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I haven't spent a lot, but I'm not exactly made of gold here.
While you guys
Like
are
Indigo
just-
picks you up and like shakes you a bit and hears the jingling of gold.
That's just my jewelry.
narrows his eyes.
I'll decept you. I don't think you understand. I can guarantee you I will win.
I don't know. I'll go for it.
While you guys are
It's like-
having this altercation, there is the bard stops his playing of music and starts going, says the name of the song that he was playing and bows, and he goes, "Come one, come all. Later tonight we will be having a séance to call the Lady of the Lake. All of you who are interested in contacting the other side, I would implore you to come talk to me." And he even points over to...
I was about to leave, and now I'm going to immediately sit back down.
He even points over at the table while, like, Indigo is shaking Aurelia for money. And it's like, "You lot appear to be quite the eccentric ones. I'm sure I can add to that and with a nice old-fashioned calling of the dead."
No, as he refers to Indigo as an eccentric one, he goes, "No, actually, I do eat meat."
All right. So, Indigo, you've been properly convinced that the
really good on
jewelry
my
is
fucking
what's
int.
caused. Yeah, you rolled really well,
Sally.
but it's not a nat 20, and you're not charisma based.
Or a total
So
26.
it's great. So you like set Aurelia
Indigo.
down and hear even more jingling, like from the pocket area.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose if you're getting too light, you'll just have to sell the jewelry.
Allow
not
me
an
to
option.
introduce myself as he walks over to your table of eccentric folk. My name is Ronaldo. I'm a self-appointed bard. I'd like to think that I'm rather good at my craft, but today I would like to call upon the forces of the afterlife to hear their wisdom and, well, if I must say, just a little bit of entertainment.
Oh, what school of priesthood do you come from?
Oh, not priesthood, bard.
Well,
I play
yes, but if
music.
you're calling on the forces of the afterlife, you're doing so under the name of a deity.
Rock and roll
No.
is my religion.
I assure
Judith
you I am
Priest.
well capable of committing a seance without the need of deities.
That's
it's-
clearly bull. Like, I don't say this, but that's
No.
clearly bullshit.
You know, if the...
No,
if-
it's not true.
If the, no, as a cleric, no. As a cleric, you
had-
would understand if they were
I've
calling
had
from the dead from
shamans.
the heavens, it would be bullshit. But if he's calling from a spirit that is still in the lower planes, or sorry, the middle planes, the material plane, one that has not moved on, it is absolutely possible. And also,
Yes, so
bards are
necromancy.
absolutely can call. Bards can raise the dead.
I will
Yeah,
inform you
exactly.
that I am very good at putting on a show. In fact, I can even play the same instrument that you do.
Well, I'm sure you can play it better than I.
Okay.
Good one.
Bard fight.
I'm not a
Bard
bard. But I mean,
fights.
I'm more than willing to guide myself and just shred. I have a lute. I can pull it out and start playing it.
Would you be interested in contacting the Lady of the Lake?
Yes.
I don't know who she is, but is she pretty?
She's probably pretty.
She
I'm
was once
down.
renowned for her
She might
beauty.
have a sword.
A tale as
yeah.
tragic as it comes. One who is sunk to the bottom of the depths, tied to the mast of her husband's ship. Forever
Why was she tied to
wailing,
the mast of her husband's ship?
forever cursed to walk the material plane in cursed agony.
And
Right.
wait, why would you ever want to contact such a person?
Because it's entertainment, my dear friend.
He's
That
got
is
you
a
there.
blatant
It's pretty
disrespect.
entertaining.
Dead.
It is
Let's
at
show
the
as
very
much
least.
respect while we're
entertaining
doing
to
it then.
There's a lot of disrespectful things that are entertaining. If you not ever like hit someone in the face with like a plank of wood, it's pretty entertaining.
Any four of you
Well, yes,
interested
yes,
in such a
I literally
seance?
paid 10 gold to beat the shit out of that guy. But that comes from a
Exactly.
mutual agreement.
Ugh.
Seems a little advantagey, but
And you are
It's
like
mutually agreed on this.
inherently that work is coercive, but we will get back on that later. I have armor to buy. We'll catch up with you later when presumably you summon the boat from the sea. Whatever it is you do. Do you know how to pilot a skiff?
No, I do not.
Then
but
you are
I've-
currently of no use to me. Goodbye.
I do know who does.
He walks away.
Then you are slightly of more use to me.
Promise me that you'll meet me here tonight for the seance. And,
you
and he
sound
gives a
like
look,
What
and
are
he
you,
gives
my
a
prom
wink.
date?
and I will tell you exactly who to talk to.
You know, we could just go to the docks and hire some.
Yeah, I'm sure I could act
fisherman.
literally anyway.
could.
This-
You could,
Uh,
but then you would be asking for somebody untrustworthy.
Yeah, because you're trustworthy.
Yeah, like just trustworthy, like a master of.
I've known you for like slightly less than I've known a lot of other people who have also stabbed me in the back.
Well, to each their own. If you're not interested, then I will simply move on.
Oh, I'm interested. I just don't want you looming
No, I'm-
information over my head.
I'm interested as well. I just want you to know that I have other options. But sure, I
Oh,
promise
I would
that
tell
will
you
come
now.
back and-
If it's important, I'll tell you now. I simply ask that you show up tonight.
Okay.
Sure, I'll show up tonight. It's not like I'm going to miss this dumpster fire. It's just that I will also figure this stuff out later. But sure, I
Dumpster-
promise to come back tonight.
And he kind of whispers in your ear. There is a patron over at the Wet
I
Trout.
kneel.
And the secrecy is purely because I work here at the White Lady Inn. But if you meet a man named Scython, a tiefling that is a common patron of that bar, I'm sure he would be willing to maybe not rent a boat out, but he could absolutely take the boat out to where you need to go.
Well, that's a relief. I haven't seen another tiefling here in I don't know how long.
Looks over to John.
I've never seen him, baby.
Thank you. Can't wait to see the Lady of the Lake or whatever. Screams are my motivation.
I look forward
Thumbs up.
to tonight.
All right.
All right, so you guys have had the meeting. Or you kind of know what you want to do. You kind of know where you can go hire somebody to run a skiff. What do you guys want to do now?
Indigo wants to take Aurelia to get armor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head on over to the Wet Trout.
All right. Then, since you guys are just buying stuff, what are you buying?
I'm gonna buy scale mail.
All right. If you have the money for that, go subtract the gold. You're able to find somebody in town that is willing to sell scale mail. Fit for a Goliath. It takes a little bit more time to do that bit.
I do have 50 gold on me.
I'll pay 30.
You'll pay 30 of it?
I'll pay 30 of it.
Oh, sweet.
I have more money than you.
You do have a lot more money than me because I have exactly 50 gold on me.
How much is scale mail?
50 gold.
All right.
Happen into my savings. I only have 41 gold and 86 copper.
Meanwhile, while you guys are buying the scale mail, over at the Wet Trout on the northern east side of town, John, what would you like to do at the Wet Trout? It is an inn.
Get a drink.
It is a
I just like
popular
the
tavern.
name.
Okay. You do. And you're
Do they have any trout?
yes.
Is it wet?
It can be. So you go into the Wet Trout, and at
You
the
treat it
bar,
right.
you notice a massive dragonborn of white ancestry currently manning the bar, and very gruffly asks, "What can I do for you?"
Those are one of the nice ones, right?
I'll have a drink. No.
White dragons canonically are very, very,
Chromatic.
very
Yeah.
stupid.
Color dragonborns tend to be evil. Metal dragon or color dragons
Dragons
tend to
in
be
general, yeah.
evil.
Why are
Metal
the color ones evil?
because the metal ones tend to be good.
Because colored people are
Dragons
evil.
are
What's the problem? All of those green
I
people
see.
are monsters.
A dragon born though, the ancestry doesn't necessarily mean
it
too
doesn't
much.
carry any of those over.
Yeah, it's just the hint.
Yeah,
Just as far as
it's just-
dragons
it's
go.
just that the way that dragons are, it's just like that they're like ancestry from
Yeah.
like their lineage. So it's like
Yeah,
white dragons are really dumb and like power hungry, and then like metal dragons are very like noble, and they tend to like make deals more than anything else. So like they're considered good because like
They're more diplomatic.
yeah, they're more diplomatic, so you can like tend to like use them in like more functional ways, and then there are like
they're very close to
gem.
traditional demons.
Yeah, and then there are like gem dragons that tend to be more neutral, that are like psychic power dragons.
Where's Stranne at?
Where is
I'll
Stranne
get
at?
to me eventually.
Okay. So the gruff dragonborn.
And some
Yeah,
trout,
go on.
please.
Drink and some trout. So you're buying a meal. Got it.
I'd like to drink a trout smoothie, please.
Do you have trout smoothies?
So
Do you sell sushi here?
He asks for 6 copper for the drink and meat. He does not have
Isn't that,
sushi.
really expensive.
It's a poor meal. 6 copper pieces is a poor meal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That was 2 copper for. I guess for a drink is 2 copper, right?
Yeah, like a drink is like 2. And a mug of ale is 4 copper actually,
Right.
canonically. Yeah. Yeah. So he gets the meal eventually, and you do notice while you're waiting for your meal that there is a red-skinned tiefling sitting pretty close by to you, enjoying a drink of his own.
Is there a easy way of removing 6 copper so I don't have to calculate it? Calculate it.
I keep it in D&D Beyond, and it's much easier to keep track of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I'm just
6
too good at
copper.
math.
No.
6 copper.
Okay.
I flip him 6 copper.
Yeah, he takes it and he starts preparing your meal.
Spits in it a little.
The tiefling
I
that's
paid
sitting.
him 5.
Yeah, the tiefling
why he's
that's
spitting in it.
the tiefling that's sitting close by just kind of like raises a drink to you and just continues at it, if otherwise undisturbed.
Yeah, I just came here because I like the name.
Okay, then that's it
I
there.
don't have any actual
Then-
plan. It's like, hey.
Is there
next-
anything
next
Strawn
trap,
is doing?
right?
Is there anything Strawn is doing?
I wanted to go see the town speaker.
Right. Then absolutely, you can go to the town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
so you head over
splitting
to
up? Or?
basically, yeah.
That's what we did.
Uh,
We sort of scattered.
Strawn, you head over to the town hall, and you are currently basically a front desk with somebody manning the front of it. Just give me a moment here because
Nathaniel's evil twin brother, Bartholomew.
I am so sorry. 1 second. Right. I am just trying to go over some stuff real fast.
Just want to point out that it's getting late, so.
Yeah, it's all right. We're about to finish up here pretty soon. It's just actually, because this would be like a whole scene. If you guys want, we can kind of end it here. Because we
I
are
don't mind
over
that way.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how much of a conversation Strong wants to have. Like if it's like, hey, what's your name? Okay, bye. Then I feel like the build out won't be worth it. But if it's the whole
All
thing.
right. Then there is currently a individual who's currently at the reception desk. Is there anything specific you wanted to say?
I forgot.
Next session.
Yeah, because I do want to ask questions and stuff, not just a hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Then absolutely. So the slender looking human woman on the at the reception desk says, "Hello, how can I help you?" And that is how we're going to end today's session.